many times are we going to do this Magic the Gathering thing?
I don't know, man. I've been doing this thing for years now, so I guess we don't.
I was
Based
I was
on
down on it. Yeah. What?
based on what their company is doing, I think they will never stop. I think the heat death of the universe will be the end for them.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It didn't work out this last time with the whole Marvel thing. Did
Yeah.
we talk about the Marvel thing yet? Probably not. I need to share my screen with you, I believe. Share my screen.
Yep.
MTGA. Let's go low resolution. There we go. That should be available for you now.
I see it.
Awesome. I should re-roll this quest.
Yeah. Who needs that?
First I got to record. Alt F9. Your recording has started. We don't have the problem where it just auto turns off this time. So
Excellent.
I think we finally have done it. A little inside baseball here. It's really hard to do all these things streaming in all different directions to 4 different apps.
4.
I think 4, right? 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's just 3.
Still, it's a lot.
I'm going to re-roll this quest. Hey, we hit a 750.
Hey, winner,
Black
chicken
or
dinner.
red. All right. So we'll look at what that is when we do the next part of this. But yeah, Magic. We didn't talk about the kerfuffle that came from the new Spider-Man set.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't even know what to say about this. So you are Sir Magic, the person in charge of this somehow,
Yeah.
and you're making a set, and you're like, we are doing all Universes Beyond stuff. We're gonna make other IPs Magic sets. We're doing Assassin's Creed. We're doing Final Fantasy. We're gonna do Marvel. That sounds awesome. Look at all these IPs. It'd be great. And we're gonna put them all in standard because that makes us the most money somehow. And then you do all these deals, and then they're like, sir, the rights, you don't get the rights to put it on the internet thing.
Yeah, your digital version of Magic is not included in the deal.
So you can print all those cards for real physical cards, but on
for a specified amount of time as well, right?
Yeah. So what do you do?
Their big mistake was saying that these were going to be in standard, so now they have to make a whole nother set of cards. Is the answer?
Yeah. So what they do is, okay, we'll use our own IP, make the exact mechanically the same cards, but with different names and different art for every single Marvel card.
This is not new. I mean, they did it for Walking Dead, right? The Walking Dead had Negan, and then they made another version of Negan.
That was like
for
12 cards.
Yes.
This is 300 plus.
Yeah. Honestly, I wonder if the cards are already printed, and that's why they're not just abandoning ship on the whole thing.
You have to assume the... yes, you're right. Like, they were in the printing process or whatever. There's no way they didn't know the digital rights weren't coming, though.
Oh, you think they just dropped it on everyone at the last minute here, and they've already been preparing
There's
for
no
this.
way they didn't know. You negotiated the deal. They had to sign all these contracts. There's no way a lawyer didn't look at this and go, hey, you can't put these on the internet.
Interesting.
So I think this is a...
It was presented much more in a, this is a last minute oopsie situation we have to solve, and we're solving it. And it's like, yeah, your point is probably correct that it's not last minute and it doesn't need to be solved. It's probably been solved for months.
Yeah. This is definitely them. That framing of it is definitely the PR spin of like, oh no, Marvel's the bad guy. Look at us. We're helping you out by giving you these cards. It's still the same cards. Everything's fine, right? You're going to make a spider hero, but it's going to be a not Spider-Man, it's going to be the Magic the Gathering
Arachnaboy.
IP character, Arachnaboy or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Marvel probably has an Arachnaboy
There's a
also, just knowing
Goblin
them.
Lord, but he's not on a jet thing. He's just a guy with a crown.
He's on a thopter.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're gonna do some nonsense, and honestly, like this is within their wheelhouse. Like they made a whole set about friggin' race cars in Magic. So you know what? Like I think they can do whatever they want. It's just so wild that they would do it because now, like if I was a tournament player or like a person who cared a lot about the competitive scene, this is a nightmare, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a nightmare for people going between the two, I guess.
Yeah.
If you care about tournaments, I guess, MTGA tournaments and all that.
Not even MTGA tournaments, just Magic tournaments in general. Just like people who play Magic a lot, if you're playing Standard and someone puts down Spider-Man, do you know what Spider-Man does? No, I play online. I know that Arachnaboy does, but I don't know what Spider-Man does.
The other thing about it is they're going to have to print on one set of these cards the secondary names, right? So like Spider-Man has to be printed with Arachnaboy under it so that they can't double up.
No, they're not going to do that.
Well, they can't print Spider-Man on a non-Marvel card.
Yeah, they're not going to. There's just two separate cards that do the same thing. That's why I said it's a nightmare.
According to Magic's rules, that means you could have 4 of each.
Yeah, except the digital ones will never exist outside of the digital thing, and the physical ones will never exist inside of the digital thing. So there will never be
never going to be
crossover.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
But like,
fair enough.
That's so dumb.
It's pretty dumb,
right? Like,
yeah,
you just force everyone to learn double the numbers of cards in order to know which one is which or whatever.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't feel like I was going to be a big investor in the Spider-Man situation, other than maybe like, oh, I might grab my favorite character if it shows up or whatever.
Yeah.
In the paper game, I'm kind of like looking at this Final Fantasy set, thinking, this is really my bag in terms of grabbing the Final Fantasy 8 and 10 stuff that's going to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, paper wise, I've kind of hit I've caught back up from all the things I missed in paper for the last 15 years or whatever that I care about grabbing for my binder. I've grabbed a few commander decks. I built my own commander deck just for fun. I have 2 standard decks that I got from a starter kit. Eventually I might make some popper decks just because they're worth $20, but I feel like those are, kind of like set, and it comes at a bad time to tell me that paper is going to be in disarray for me to be buying more paper.
Yeah. I think my interest in paper is very low just because of the like physical keeping costs. I don't have places to put any of this crap,
Yeah.
Fair enough. I am curious about the Final Fantasy stuff. I want to see the cards. I'm interested. I'm the Final Fantasy 7 guy. I know you're the 8, and definitely 10. Those were your jams, I recall. So, we'll see. I want to see the decks. I want to see the cards. I want to see if they're cool. I would probably be willing to spring for a Commander Precon of that, but that's probably the limit of my interest in the physical product.
The space for keeping a Precon is not very high. And like, Precon in general has changed how I think people look at paper Magic. They're really looking at it as ways to sell Magic as Precon. And there's also other fun ways to play Magic that have started to crop up. I think people building cubes has gotten a lot more popular, and I kind of think that's a cool, hey guys, no one needs to own Magic. I have a draft set for 8 of us or whatever,
Yeah.
And you can even proxy print all that.
Yeah. Well, I think the real thing that people need to know if you're trying to play Magic in paper, hey, proxies are pretty good. And that card is $1,000, but it's not if you got a printer.
Yeah, true that.
You got some lands you're not using or some other junk cardboard or whatever. Stick that in a sleeve and then write on it with a Sharpie, and then it is equally as good as $1,000.
I think actually some Magic cards are. You got to watch out though. Some are cheaper than printing them as a proxy. So don't just
Yeah,
print proxy.
true. There's no need to proxy a lightning bolt when it's 3 cents.
Yeah. Um. I also built JJ. At some point we can play it. I'm not gonna just surprise you with it, but I built a Dan Dan deck.
Oh, cool. Oh, wait,
Yes.
the real Dan Dan?
The Forgetful Fish game.
I know what it is. I'm just saying, you have that whole deck.
I built the tournament deck that is used for qualifiers, and I have the 8 cards that get switched out to do it as Ristic Studies does it.
Oh, so cool, dude! I want to
Yes.
play that so bad.
So we will play Dan Dan at some point.
Damn. Oh man, I have to be like, I gotta be locked in before we get into that. That game.
I
Is
really
like,
feel like that's the point of Paper Magic right there. It's like, yes, we're together. There's one deck. One of us has it. It didn't cost that much money to make it. Like the most expensive part was buying 10 Dan Dans.
yeah, I bet it was actually. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, I had to buy the white border ones to make it physically, monetarily feasible, right? Like
Right, yeah, because I'm sure the what are they, unlimited or whatever
Time
one?
Spiral, I think,
Was it
is the
okay.
first. Well, I mean, I think it got printed in alpha, but like the one that everybody uses is Time Spiral.
I
Might
think
be,
there's maybe the most of that one.
and maybe that's why I don't
Anyway,
remember. Yeah, white border. It's the only white bordered card in the deck. So
I don't mind white border cards. You're not going to
I
catch
don't
me
either.
being mad about it. So
Yeah. Well, I've been watching a lot of Ristic Studies videos, man. He's like the Tim Rogers of Magic. So I don't know if you've
that's a
really
good
invested too
analogy.
much in.
I've watched some of his
in
stuff over the years. I've been consuming his content like as it pops up in my various feeds. But not
so you
like
watched
with
the
regularity.
Ornithopter Cube video recently.
I did.
That's fascinating, and I might proxy that thing.
I think it's not as it's cool, but like I think you can slow your roll on a cube because the only thing with a cube is you need to have 8 people.
You can do it with less, can't you? Just
No, you're drafting a whole set,
yeah,
and if you're gonna draft, you have to pass the pack around.
yeah. I want to play it though, so maybe we need to go to Magic Con.
Yeah, so that would be the answer, right? If you want to play some stuff like this, you need to go to like a Magic event thing.
Have you had any interest in any of that in the coming or the previous couple of years? I haven't.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed. Look, we did that a lot as kids. I know you remember.
Oh yeah.
Not for Magic specifically, other card games, but yeah, like it would be fun to do again.
Mm-hmm.
But the costs are staggering, dude. Like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
for
they have
Magic
one in
cons
Vegas.
and specific, like they have really ratcheted the prices up. Like it wasn't affordable when we were young. But it's like it is truly a rich man's hobby now.
We flew to Indianapolis multiple times. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
about
remember.
unaffordable.
I said I didn't say it was affordable. I don't
Yeah.
think it was already unaffordable at that time. But I don't think it's gotten better.
Oh, that's too bad. That's a bummer, man.
But I think it's also worth pointing out that like I think it's more popular than it's ever been too, right? So
100%.
demand
100%.
and that whole thing.
I don't think there's any way to argue it's not the most popular it's ever been.
Yeah, I think that's exactly correct.
I think part of what dragged me back,
Yeah, I mean, like when we played Magic in high school, right? Like it was not even a fraction of the popularity that it is now.
No, they were printing cards in the thousands, not in the millions.
Right. Yeah. And now the people are in the millions and the cards are in the goodness knows what,
I can't even imagine. Yeah. I can't even imagine how high the printings are, and you still have cards that drop and within a set they're $50. And you're like, how is this possible?
I think it's very like, especially like mythics and stuff like that. The rarity is so high, like, and I really truthfully don't think it's demand based. I think so much of it is speculation based.
Oh, are we getting into MTG finance?
I'm not a financier, and this is not a what do you call it? This is not financial advice. Not a lawyer either.
I don't think you have to say that when it comes to trading commodities that are not listed, and Magic cards are non-listed commodities.
There are people who treat it not like that, though.
I know,
Like,
man. There's
there
a
are
whole
people
Reddit.
who want to take the reserve list to the SEC, and like, there are insane people who are like hoarding this stuff as wealth.
It's interesting that
Couldn't
that
be
is
me.
I think it's a sign that real assets have become so unaffordable that people are creating new asset classes out of things like Magic cards. It's not new that Magic cards have been speculative, right? Like
No, right? I mean, Black
alpha
Lotuses
cards
have,
were
yeah,
were traded this way back in the day. So um it's not new. It's just fascinating that with the like popularity of the game now, the depth of the trying to finance it and the companies that have cropped up on the internet around the finance of it and the
hmm
business of it and people's stockpiles of cards sitting in warehouses at these companies and just
yeah.
wow.
It's
Wow.
it. Like I said, it's frankly sad. I know, like Wizards constantly refuses to acknowledge the secondary market, but I don't know how that's possible. That
They
they
don't they
they
don't acknowledge it out loud, but they definitely acknowledge it
it,
because
it,
like
yeah, it's like I would be shocked if most of the people in Wizards aren't the people doing this stuff. It seems impossible to me that you could be living in the cards, in the design and the creation of the cards at some level, and not just understand inherently how valuable they can be.
so that's
I don't know
your
how it would be possible.
that's your warning sign for insider trading with all these unbans that just happened.
Oh, 400,000%. This is the other thing. Like, it's not a fair market. There are people who know, right? And, maybe Wizards has policies against like buying and selling cards, and, maybe they have a whole list of stuff like rules or whatever. Those people got friends,
Yeah,
that
yeah. Hey man,
family
stockpile
members.
some
Like, here, Dad,
stockpile
I'm
some
giving
gifts
you this
ungiven.
box. I'm giving you
Yeah,
this box, Dad, and you do what I tell you with it.
yeah. Enjoy these 200 gifts ungiven that have been sitting in the office that are going to get unbanned next week.
Yeah. It is absolutely just like crypto. It's a completely unfair market, and you would be a fool to want to invest in it as a asset class, I think.
I do
Now,
think that if you're going to buy like you're going to play Magic, there is an argument to be said that like if you buy the cards, it's unlikely they're going to decrease significantly over time unless they get banned or whatever.
no,
So like,
the problem is if they get reprinted, right?
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing that craters the values of the cards.
right. So if you're like, I might, play this deck for a little while, but then get rid of it, you could resell some of those cards if you bought real ones instead of proxying them.
Yeah, you could.
So I don't know if you would make your money back like you would on buying like real art versus prints, but you could probably make an argument for it in terms of the collecting aspect of it. But we're not here to only talk about collecting and unbans. Although the unbans didn't really affect us at all, right? It was only Commander unbans this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what they
They
should have
said they
done. Is
aren't.
they should have banned friggin' Monstrous Rage, though. Am I right?
Yeah, please. Monsters Rage actually leads into me talking about how I kind of topped out on the ladder, my guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think each season I'm gonna basically hit platinum and then be done, right? Like I'm in gold right now.
hmm
People have not laddered out of gold that I can beat yet, so I'm kind of like stuck towards the top of gold with hair apparent. I have not made an Elspeth to add to that deck yet because we'll talk about Dragonstorm in a few minutes. But that led me to play some midweek Magic this past week, which was and the week before, which were awesome. I thought
You,
midweek Magic was going to cost me gold.
no, dude, you should be playing it every week. It's free.
100%. I did not realize. I left it as a thing to try out later because I thought it was going to cost me gold.
Nope.
Midweek Magic is awesome.
Yeah, and
Sometimes it's a little frustrating.
yes, I was gonna say some weeks it's really bad, and you never know what you're gonna get. But it's free. You get cosmetics. Like, sure.
Yeah, whatever.
A
I'll
couple
take
cards,
cards.
like you might as well do it.
Sure, I'll take cards. Um, but since I'm topped out on the constructed ladder, maybe it's time to work on this month's limited ladder.
Mm,
Tarkir Dragonstorm limited.
go for it.
All right. So, you've got my screen up.
I'm
Tarkir
watching.
Dragonstorm Limited's right here on the main page. We could just click that. We waited for Quick Draft to come back so we could sit and talk about cards again.
Yeah, that's the smart call. Is not that you couldn't. I think you would probably. You've played enough Magic at this point that you'd probably do fine in Premier Draft or whatever the other like against people one is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's not conducive for a podcast because if you and I are going to sit and debate about a pick or whatever, then
We don't have time.
we only get
Yeah.
like a minute, and we have to economy of speech, and that's not going to work out.
So if we see an Elspeth, I don't care if it's off color, we're pulling it because I want to add it to hairs.
So I am on 17 Lands. Are you a fan of this website?
Oh, what is that? I don't know
17
what that is.
Lands is a draft focused website that talks about.
Why do they think that you should only have 17 lands?
17 lands is the correct number of lands in a limited deck.
Oh, because you only have 40 cards.
Always, yeah. You just
Right.
like it, unless you really know what you're doing, it should always be 17.
Okay, what is 7? How do I use this website? This
No,
is crazy.
you don't got to because I have it for you, my friend. Don't worry. You're gonna go into the quick draft. We're gonna talk about stuff.
Okay.
Here are the cards rated by grade from F to there's like cards that are like below F minus, and then up to A plus. You said we're picking Elspeth no matter what. Elspeth is A plus. We were gonna pick it no matter what anyway. It looks one of the best cards in the set.
What's funny to me is this quick draft thing. I just looked through this. Look at this white population in this thing. White, 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 no white, no white, no white, no white, 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 white.
Well, I mean, you got to look more closely though. The theme is 3-color sets, right? So when you're doing there's 3-color and there's 2-color focuses here,
Okay.
right? And so white is represented the correct amount with every pair that white pairs with. There's a Selesnya pair, there's an Abzan pair, there's an Orzhov pair, there's a Mardu pair, and there's a Boros pair. Oh, and Jeskai. I forgot Jeskai.
Yeah. There's some pairs that are definitely missing. A lot of pairs are missing here.
I don't think there are.
Red and black is missing. Red and green is missing.
Those don't have themes in this set, right? There are some red and black cards in this set, but they don't have like a theme like these ones do.
Okay. All right. So this is a lot more themes than the last time, so I'm gonna have a hard time remembering what we're gonna try and go for here.
Not super important, but again, we want to go in with open hearts and open minds and take what the good draft gives us. We don't want to prejudice ourselves going into the draft. Otherwise, we end up picking bad cards and then we end up in a bad spot.
We're gonna hit Alt F9 here to save this recording for the first part, and then check our storage space before we get into the draft here, just to make sure that we're not going to screw anything up. Because last time struggled.
That's wise.
It's a little bit of struggle bus. What game are we playing? Magic Arena. Okay. So let's see where our drive is. Says we have 300 gigabytes. We're going to hit record again. 300 gigabytes to record this thing, JJ. All right. So we decided that gold is the way to go. I've been stockpiling gold, as you can see at the top there. All right. We're in a draft. Hooray. Our rare is right there. Pretty good looking. Songcrafter Mage, Flash, enters target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard, gains Harmonize until end of turn. Harmonize lets you recast from the graveyard with tap.
Yeah, I'm reading the text. You may recast that card from your graveyard for its Harmonize cost. You may tap a creature you control to reduce the cost by X colorless, where X is the power of the creature.
Yeah.
This
So
doesn't
that
seem hot.
doesn't seem great for a draft anyway.
Yeah, I'm not.
Are there?
I'm not
We didn't.
enticed.
We didn't really discuss Dragonstorm and whether there were like foundation signpost uncommons that we were looking
Oh,
for.
absolutely. Every set has this.
Okay. Were there
100%.
signpost uncommons that you were thinking about ahead of time here?
Well, I think that we had that screen of all the like themes in the set,
Mm-hmm.
and there will be
Yeah.
uncommons pointing to almost all of those themes.
Okay.
So let's take a look at what we got here, in our uncommon slots.
Okay. So our first uncommon, white, return up to one target non-land permanent you control. Draw a card if
You
it's a
need to
token.
hover over it because I can't read it.
Oh, because you can't read it. Okay. So Sun, Pearl, Kirin, return target non-land. If it's a token, draw a card.
That's
Not bad.
pretty good. There's if it's a token, draw a card. Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. That card is rated as a C plus in this this thing. So
Wingblade Discipline, Disciple,
Wingblade Disciple.
Flurry, a second spell, make a white bird.
Okay.
With
This is also a C plus.
It doesn't seem great.
Yeah. But wait, hold on. Go back. Is it once per turn? No, it's when you cast your second spell. So it is always once per turn.
So it is it's always once per turn.
If we end up wanting to do some kind of like spell slingery Jeskai or is it thing, that might be not bad.
Okay.
Make a lot of tokens with that.
We've got 100 battle veteran. As long as there are 3 or more different kinds of counters, creature gets +2/+4. You may cast this card from your graveyard, enter with a finality counter. That seems better than the other two, but not by much.
That card is significantly worse than the other two.
Oh, okay.
It's
the expensive, that's why.
Yeah, and the stats are bad. A 4/2 is rough, man.
Yeah. Encroaching Dragonstorm enchantment. When this enchantment enters, search your library for 2 basic land cards. Put them tapped. Wow, that's pretty good. When a dragon enters, return to owner's hand. It's a little bit expensive then.
Well, depends though. If you get dragons, it could be really sweet. This card's a D plus on this site. That's not awesome.
Very good. All right,
I wouldn't be first picking it. Let's say.
We got a sorcery here. Defibrillating current deals 4 damage to target player or target creature or planeswalker. Gain 2 life for 3-ish. If you're playing the Mardu colors.
If you're playing Mardu, it's 3. Otherwise, it's potentially up to
exponentially more.
4, 5, or 6. Right.
I think we don't start discussing commons here. We probably need to pick something out of these top ones.
Let's look at them just so we can just look at them real quick. We don't need to read the whole card, just in case there's something that's like amazing that we.
Okay, we got a Sun Shield, a Humbling Elder, Earth Carver, Worthy Cost, Scoured Barrens, dual land.
Dual lands are going to be useful in this set just because there's so many multicolor things, but we're not first picking it. We're not at that level.
Bird Scout, which is another set of colors, that Jeskai color.
Yes, that's Jeskai.
Sarkhan's Resolve, Narset's Rebuke. I think this pack kind of hurts a little bit as a pick.
It's not awesome.
We could take the Songcrafter Mage and hope that we're going to build some sort of recursion, but I don't think that's a great pick.
I think the 2 best choices are either the Sun Pearl Kirin or the Wingblade Disciple.
Okay, so we either want to bounce cards or cast spells.
Yep. And not necessarily, I mean, the Sun Pearl has flash too, which, lets you flash it out for whatever other purpose. As a blocker potentially, and potentially you can 2-for-1 it, right? If you it has to target
bounce something.
Your non-land permanents.
Yeah.
But other stuff that you can target with this, like you could target that Dragonstorm, right? Enchantments like that, bounce it back, that kind of stuff. It has a lot of uses. I think the Wingblade also has a lot of uses, though, right? Like it's easy to cast 2 spells. You cast this, and you cast anything else.
Yeah. Let's take the Sun Pearl and move on.
Okay.
Well, it made a weird sound. All right. Call the Spirit Dragon. Wooburg. Enchantment. Dragons you control have indestructible. At the beginning of your upkeep for each color, put a 1/1 counter on a dragon you control of that color. If you put a 1/1 counter on 5 dragons, you win the game.
This card is an F minus.
Yeah, that seems impossible to do in draft.
That's impossible. It's 5 colors first, which is going to be impossible, and then having 5 dragons is also probably really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems bad.
That's not happening.
Salt Road Skirmish, black, destroy target creature, create 2/1/1 red creature tokens, gain haste, sacrifice them. So, really bad mobilize, but comes with destruction.
This is a flat C. That's like, look, destroy target creature is good in general.
Yeah, I'm not in love with that card.
Me either.
1 cost, haste, fleeting FG, beginning of your end step, return this creature. Oh, to its owner's hand. This creature gets 2/0 if you pay extra mana. Seems good.
It's like a little haste guy that attacks every turn. If you're in red and you want to be aggressive, this would be totally solid.
Okay. Carrier Guardian. Flying Vigilance, Trample.
Karakik. Yeah.
I don't know. Flying Vigilance, Trample. Creature has hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet.
This is kind of good, dude.
It's kind of good. It's not in the white, but it's kind of good.
Yeah, but you don't have to play all the cards you draft.
This seems like a B.
It is a B+. You're correct.
Okay. During your turn, this creature has first strike. This is white. Human Soul. Oh, this is a common.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna go through commons again, right? Make sure there's no.
Yeah, we got to check, right? What if there's like a really sweet one?
Bearer of Glory, Ringing Strike. Are you reading all these? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah. But okay.
Sig Appraiser.
Yeah.
Caustic Exhale.
Is this
Behold.
a removal spell. So if we have, go back. It's worth to think about the Behold stuff, right?
Yeah. If we end up with dragons.
If we end up with some dragons, is Sun Pearl curing a dragon? No, right? It's like a horse or something.
No, only dragon. Yeah, it's a Kieran.
Okay,
This is the only dragon we're thinking about taking so far.
Yeah, the Behold stuff is like, so it's a 1 mana -3/-3, like pretty decent sized removal spell.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Caustic Exhale still.
Yeah,
but it costs 2 actually if you don't have dragons. And 2 mana -3/-3 is like still fine, but 1 mana is really good.
Yeah, not good for this point in the draft.
Probably not.
Jeskai Monk.
Devotee.
Pay to add mana or get +1/+1. Heritage Reclamation.
I believe there is a devotee of every color.
Okay.
Of all the 3.
Every 3 color tribe.
There are 3 of them, right?
This is good. This is destruction. That's cheap destruction. That's pretty nice. Heritage Reclamation.
I don't know how. Yeah, we would pick that later in a draft for sure. I
Absolutely.
don't know that we're picking it now.
Yeah. Search your library.
If it comes back around and it's still there, we could consider it, right?
Basic land and harmonize. This is like a bad cultivate.
Yes.
Reputable merchant enters or dies 1/1 counter on a creature you control. Pretty good late in the draft if you're in these colors.
Yeah, that's Abzan coloring. Not bad, but yeah, I don't know that we want it at this point. I'm kind of
dual land. I think we're taking the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon kind of feels like the best one to me here.
But then we're
really
have
sad
to
that mythic sucks. Hey, open minds, open hearts. We're not forcing ourselves to do anything.
All right, we're taking this dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. Dragonologist.
Ooh, okay.
When this creature enters, look at the top 6 cards. Reveal an instant, sorcery, or dragon. Put it in your hand. Rest on the bottom. Untapped dragons have hexproof. Seems like a B.
It is a B-. Good guess.
Okay.
That's pretty good, though.
Not bad if we end up in dragons because it's in our color.
Mm-hmm.
Vigilance, Mobilize 3. This seems like an A.
No.
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 Dalkoven
Pack
Beast.
Pack Beast is a C+.
Okay. I could.
Equally as good as Sun Pearl Kyrian, although Sun Pearl Kyrian has a slightly higher win rate. If you want
Okay.
to really nitty
Sure.
gritty it.
It seems better than they're giving it for it. Corroding Dragon Storm.
It's good, right? Yeah.
When this enters, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Surveil 2. Dragon enters. Remember, this is not good.
Yeah, it's not what you want.
Okay.
That is an
Ab
F.
Abzan Skirmish Rhino Trample enters. Lose 2, gain 2. This is a decent card if you're in Abzan. It's probably a B.
C minus.
What?
Yeah. The
Huh.
problem with it, it's good. The card is good, right?
Yeah.
But one of each mana pip is annoying if you don't have
Mm,
good color fixing.
got it.
That's probably the thing that's weighing it down. If your deck is
Okay.
built right, that card is amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, we got one of the
Huh.
devotees here.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going through these real fast. So devotee of Mardu. Focus the mind costs 2 less if you've cast another spell. So multi-spell
Yep.
situation. Caustic Exhale again. Cruel Truce, Surveil 2, lose 2, draw 2. That's pretty dang good.
It's expensive for the effect, but it's definitely pretty good.
Submit, Summit, Intimidator, Reach, enters, can't block. Fine, expensive though. Champion of Dusan, renew, exile from your library, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Okay, it's fine.
Oh,
Watcher of the Wayside is a funny card.
yeah, I don't think it's any good though.
No, it's just funny. And
It
then
is
2 mana.
funny.
I think we got to take
Uh,
this Dragonologist.
I do want to point out to you that
Mm-hmm.
Dragonologist is a 59% win rate according to this math.
Okay.
Caustic Exhale is a 58. Just so you're
Wow.
aware, it's not like that much worse than you think.
Wow.
But we're not going to be in black probably based on the cards we've got so far,
Yeah.
and we may end up in blue. So
The only thing I'm
Dragonologist seems
considering
like
here
the
is
pick.
the Stillwater Cliffs if we want to try and grab this mana.
There will be a land in every pack,
Okay.
and we will have chances to get them.
All right, Dragonologist, moving on. Whoo. All right.
Check
Sib
out this
Sig
rare.
Ceremony.
2 people didn't
Creatures
pick it. That tells you something bad.
creature spells you cast 2 less. Whenever a creature you could seems like we should have taken black is what it seems like.
Or black is really
Uh
bad and no one else wants it.
yeah. Whenever a creature enters, cast to destroy that creature, then this is terrible.
This is a terrible card. Also, it's triple black. You wouldn't pick this even if it was the last card.
Yeah.
You would try not to pick it if you had, even if you were forced to.
Okay, we've got Effortless Master, Vigilance Menace, enters with 2/1/1s if you cast 2 or more spells this turn. Seems like a C.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's a
Expensive.
D, but yeah, the expensive part is the part that kills it.
Sandstep Citadel is great if you're in Abzan.
Yeah, that's a really totally solid Abzan card. We can think about that one still, right? Because we have
Okay.
most of those colors.
Yeah. Coordinated Maneuver deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control or target Planeswalker. That's decent.
That
Okay.
feels all
Oh, we're in
right.
the commons. We're in the commons here. Coordinated
Yeah, but
Maneuver,
this is
Humbling
we're getting to
Elder.
the point where most of the cards are commons, right? So
Yeah, but we don't have to spend a million years on each one yet. Dragon's
uh,
Prey. That's
Dra-
pretty good.
Dragon's
If
Prey
you have
is
a dragon.
yeah, if we have a dragon, right? Dragon's Prey is a
Shock.
C. What do we got for coordinated maneuver? Coordinated maneuver is a C plus.
Humbling
It's that
Elder.
elder.
Shock Brigade. We've got that
Pulling elder is
champion
a
again.
D. Oh yeah, what is that champion? I didn't look the champion up.
Champion is Trample Renew. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter and trample on target creature. It's a little on the expensive side, but it is a 4/2. I don't hate
Yeah,
this card.
it's a C, so it's not bad. In theory, coordinated maneuver is ranked above it, but if we don't think we're going to end up in white, that green is pretty good.
Dragon Storm Globe. Artifact. Each dragon you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it.
Also a C, also a mana rock.
Mana Rock's not
So
bad.
it's color fixing. That's not horrible. I
I'd
have a
say we
feeling.
go.
I have
Mm,
I have a feeling. I don't know. I feel like the champion or the globe might be the pick here. If we
I
think
think
we're not
that's
going to
correct.
go,
I think
if we think we're not going to go for the Citadel, right?
I think we're gonna go for the globe because it's
Okay,
early.
it keeps our colors open better.
Yeah,
That's true.
exactly. Okay, our uncommons here: static snare, flash, one less to cast for each creature attacking when this enters exile artifact or creature until enchantment leaves.
The
That's
classic white removal
white.
enchantment thing.
Yeah.
Um, it
Oh my
says
god,
5, but
there's no choice
now
here.
now I think this is our pick right here. I don't think we got
Yeah,
to
we
talk
just
too
skip
much about the
straight to
rest of this
Frontier
pack
Bivouac, right? Like
because
there's no
it's green, red, blue, right?
Yep.
That's the colors we want for our dragon. Yeah, I like
I
it.
think we have to just auto pick this. I
Yes,
don't
I think
think anything else could be better than that.
I think that's the pick.
Okay, uncommons. Venerated Storm Singer. Mobilized Black Orc.
Pretty
Okay.
good. That's
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
good.
good. If you're in black, pretty good. Reverberating Summon. 2 mana enchantment. At the beginning of each combat, if you've cast 2 or more spells, this enchantment becomes a monk creature with haste. Discard your hand, sacrifice this enchantment, draw 2 cards. That seems decent.
It has a very bad win rate.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
that's too bad.
it's
We'll
an
move on
F.
then.
Wow, that's
That's an
surprising.
F.
Actually, that's an
That is
F.
surprising. Draw is not terrible. Okay. Dragon's Brood Relic Artifact. Oh boy. It's Wooburg. That can't be good.
No. Hold on. Read the actual effect first.
Tap an untapped creature, add 1 mana of any color. 3 and Wooburg. Just sacrifice, create a 4/4 dragon creature that's all colors, has flying lifelink, and when this token enters, it deals 3 damage to any target.
Okay. Now,
What's the win rate on that card? It can't be good.
hold on. Hover over that card again. Let's take a look. It costs 2 mana.
Yeah.
And when it comes into play, it has tap and tap an untapped creature you control to get mana.
That's not great.
It basically says, like, pay 2 mana and make
Get
a
1
different
mana.
creature into Llanowar Elves.
Yeah.
This card has almost a 60% win rate.
Whoa.
It's 59.6.
That's crazy.
It's a B. You probably want to pick this.
Okay, let's look at. There's some
let's
other
look at the-
cards in here.
Let's look at the rest of the
about.
pack. Let's look at the rest. Of the pack.
Yeah. What's this? Enchant creature gets 1/1 and has flying, and a return to the aura. Not bad.
I think that's a very standard, like, blue little enchantment that's not gonna win you any awards, but is totally okay.
Vigilance, sacrifice, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Undergrowth leopard seems good.
Oh wow, Wingspan Stride actually has a horrible rating.
Okay.
Not at all.
What about undergrowth leopard? What are we looking at for this one?
Undergrowth.
That's got to be a
leopard.
C minus.
I can't spell leopard. Undergrowth leopard is a C minus. You're exactly correct. 55-ish%.
Okay. Embermouth Sentinel. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, shuffle, put the card on top. If you control a dragon, put it onto the battlefield tapped. I feel like this is also a decent card for us.
D plus.
All right, let's take this brood.
I think you want the relic. The thing that I think is not the reason it's better than it looks.
Yeah.
Is that relic has, when you're like stuck in a, you need 1 mana of some type, like, okay, you'll tap
fix your turn.
You'll tap the dragon, right? Like, if it gets you the mana to do whatever you need, right?
Could fix your turn.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Feel like we've seen this pack?
No. Yeah, we probably have. I think it's gone around enough that we probably are seeing stuff that we saw from before now.
All right. I'm not in love with any of these cards from the get-go. This is off color. Return creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Lie in wait, deals damage equal to that power, and it's off color.
Yeah, with the black, it's not awesome.
Flying second spell costs 1 less to cast. Not terrible. High Spire Bellringer.
It has a horrible win rate. But we're kind of at the point where maybe we take stuff with horrible win rates. I don't know.
What about this Jeskai Devotee? Because we could pull 2 of those colors, or Give
I
it +1
feel like
+1.
the devotee has to be not that bad.
Yeah, it seems like it's better than the bell ringer because it's cheaper.
Yeah, Jeskai devotee is a solid C.
Okay.
That's an option.
Tranquil Cove is off color.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of limited here.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, we're kind of at the point where we don't have a ton of options. Let's take the devotee. Why not? Who knows? It's a good to have low cost plays too.
All right. We're kind of starting by looking at the colors we have. Oh my god. Teamer devotee. We kind of want that. I mean, right?
Not a hot win rate on Teamer devotee, but it does
What
look
about
pretty good. Oh yeah,
heritage
we talked about
reclamation?
heritage, right?
We also have
Yeah.
some red cards in here that we haven't looked at yet.
Let's look at the reds while we're thinking about it. Heritage
Okay.
reclamation is not awful, but
Fire Rim Form, Flash, Enchantment Aura. When this aura enters, enchanted creature gains first strike until end of turn. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0.
almost guaranteed to get you a 2-for-1, right? Because it's going to give your creature first strike.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm okay with it. What's
Twin Bolt
looking like?
deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. 2 mana, 2 damage.
So I think this looks really good. I think the
It's
problem
terrible.
is, yeah, it's actually terrible because there's not very many reasons you would ever get to hit 2 things with it, which is the only way it's worth it.
Yeah. I think that Fire Rim Form or the Heritage Reclamation are our 2 options if the devotee is not good.
The devotee is not bad. I mean, at this point, we're down to like not awesome cards here, right?
Right. We have 3 okay cards to choose from.
I think I like Teamer devotee better than I like Heritage Reclamation.
What about Fire Rim Form or devotee?
Fire Rim Form or devotee? What is it? What does the math say? It would rank Fire Rim Form as better, but it's like a difference of like 1 percentage point from a C- to a D+.
We've got one, well, probably not counting this one. We're going to move this guy to the sideboard.
And who knows? What if we
1,
draw
2.
next one, we get a like Elspeth, right? And then we're back in and we start dropping the other stuff.
All right. We've got 3 creatures so far. 2 artifacts and some lands, maybe.
Yeah. We could do a Fire Rim Form.
Or maybe it's too early for that if we drop back into other colors and we want to pull spells later.
Okay. I mean, like, we know blue looks pretty likely given that we now have 2 cards already in blue.
Mm-hmm.
If you pick Team or Devotee, we're probably going to be in blue no matter what.
We're going blue.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
All right. We're in blue now. Okay, this is our pack. We started with this pack, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
This looks correct. So we've got the Humbling Elder. Target creature -2/-0 with flash.
Yeah.
And we've got Sarkhan's Resolve +3/+3 or destroy 1 with flying.
It
Both
might
bad cards.
be Sarkhan's Resolve? Because at least we can use it as a pump spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is that Elder sucks too, man. Like, that's the real problem.
We could take the red flash. Literally the flash, by the way.
Yes.
Ringing Strike Mastery. Enchant, tap enchanted creature, doesn't untap unless they pay 5.
That
or
seems
Heritage Reclamation.
bad.
It's 1 mana.
Yeah, but then they can just pay 5 to get out of it. Like, wouldn't you rather just get rid of them permanently?
Yeah.
Like, Ring of Strike Mastery is a D- for what it's worth. Although we're in the realm of bad cards here, so
yeah,
it's just your choice of which bad one.
Either Heritage or Fleeting. Then I think Heritage is fine.
Let me look up Fleeting. Where's Fleeting? Heritage is a D. Fleeting is a C.
Okay.
I mean, some cheap guys might not be the worst thing in the world, I suppose.
We want this.
That land, probably. Yep. I think that's the pick.
The land is an auto pick. Came back around to us.
I think you take the bad Effortless Master here. We're not going to use it, but I think it's better than that guy.
Humbling Elder better because it's 1 mana and has flash? Or do we just go with
Eh,
this guy because he's in our colors and we just don't care anymore?
yeah. I think it's like, what are you going to do with the Elder, right? You flash him in and you lower their
Block.
attack by a little bit and block with him, and then he
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah.
At least this guy like has a chance to like get some damage in or something, right?
Oh no,
Well,
the Wingspan Stride is back.
yes, he came back. Well, we're not picking the black
Yeah.
card.
Oh, we got 2 of them.
Oh god.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Well, stick one of those in the sideboard or multiple
All right.
maybe.
Fresh packs.
New pack. New pack.
Fresh
Who
pack.
dis?
Herd Heirloom artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana to cast a creature spell. Till end of turn, target creature you control with power 4 or greater gains trample, or whenever this creature deals combat damage, draw a card. That seems awesome.
Win rate is a C.
Oh
Interestingly.
no. Okay.
I still think it's probably our best choice.
Well, we're gonna skip around to some of our colors here.
Yeah.
Areni's
Let's look at
rebuff.
everything. Yep.
Return target creature to its owner's hand with Harmonize as a sorcery.
Yeah. C plus.
Yeah, it doesn't seem great.
No.
Synchronized charge. Distribute 2+1/+1s among 2 creatures. Gain vigilance and trample until end of turn with Harmonize.
That's a B minus.
C minus.
The problem with this is if we don't have enough creatures to make it good, right?
Right. Yeah. It seems like a C.
It's a B minus, but it's not bad. I just don't know if we're going to have enough creatures yet. We have several low cost creatures, but not a ton.
So this stag seems like it's not a pick at this point.
I don't think that stag is a pick yet.
Molten Exhale is probably not a pick at this point.
Molten Exhale is probably pretty good based on the cost and the fact that if we can
pull some more dragons, it'll be good.
You could make it a 2 mana, deal 4 damage. It would be really good. Yeah, Molten Exhale is a B minus. We might
if
pick
we can
that.
get a couple more. So the Heirloom is worse than the Exhale?
According to the win rates, Heirloom is a C and Molten Exhale is a B minus. It's like 2, almost 3 full percentage points better.
Okay.
But I mean, also the Heirloom is mana fixing, which we still will want. And you know what? I bet Molten Exhale comes around. I agree with you. It's between those two.
It's between these two in this pack.
Let's pick the Heirloom. We have multiple creatures with power 4 or greater. I think we start looking for dragons now if we can find them.
We got to pull dragons. I do not see a dragon in this pack, so that's not great. Stillness in Motion is our rare. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill 3. If your library has no cards, exile this enchantment and put 5 cards from your graveyard on top of your library. That seems terrible.
That's like an F minus. If that's the last card, you take it, but probably not otherwise.
When this creature enters, if you cast it, add Wooburg.
All right. I don't know what to say about that. I think if you're doing the multi-spell thing, that's probably a pretty good card.
It seems terrible.
Well, it's 4 mana, 3/4. It's not very good, right? But free mana is free mana, dude. Don't
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Take it out of bed,
Yeah. Snowmelt Stag.
It's a C minus, that tiger.
Narset's Rebuke are not in our colors, but
what? It's not? Huh? Who?
What adds stuff not in our color, but
yeah, but who cares?
5 damage, exile if it dies, add mana.
Yeah, remember you can use the colored mana as colorless. Like, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just adds 3 mana effectively.
This seems like a C, solid C.
Narset's Rebuke is a C minus. That's not bad.
Roamer's Routine. Oh, we've been through most of these cards before. Unless you want to pick something off color to take it out of the rotation, I think it's either the Tiger or the Rebuke.
I think the Rebuke is it. We don't have a lot of removal right now. Unless we've got color fixing. We don't need Evolving Wilds. It might come around again anyway. I think we take the Rebuke.
Yeah, Evolving Wilds is pretty good. Yeah.
I think we take the Rebuke.
Or we could take the dual land. We need that too.
Yeah. The lands will come around.
Okay.
We're early enough in the past that we want to pick stuff that's good.
Are there any dragons at all in this set?
Yeah, there are. There's not a ton though.
Oh no.
It's okay. We haven't like committed ourselves to dragon only stuff. We
Yeah.
like the herd heirloom triggers off any creature power 4 or greater. So, we just look for big boys if we gotta.
Draw a card if you control 3 or more attacking creatures. This seems not good.
It seems like very good if you're doing the mobilize thing,
Token deck, yeah.
but kind of bad otherwise maybe.
All right, so what's the Sage of the Fang? Human Druid. Creature enters, put 1/1 counter on target creature. That's usually a good spell, a good effect. New, exile this card, put 1/1 counter on target creature, then double the counters on that creature. Whoa.
You have to exile it from the graveyard, so it has to die first.
Yeah, you can discard it.
That card's not great, but
Okay. All right.
What's the current? Did we look at current before?
We got Abzan here. Right?
Are we in?
No, that's Mardu.
We're not in those colors. Never mind. That's a decent choice if we were in those colors, but we're not.
Agent of Kotus. Renew again. Exile, put counters on creatures. Dispelling Exhale, instant. As an additional cost, behold a dragon.
Agent of Kotus is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's not good. We got a lot of commons
Dispelling
here.
Exhale, all the Exhale spells are pretty good.
Oh.
This is, let's see, you may be
if we can get some more dragons.
Counter a spell. Well, it costs 2, right?
Yeah.
It costs 2 and it counters for 2. That's not bad. Not all of the. Oh yeah, no. Even the piercing exhale is not that bad. Damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. That's a perfectly good 2-mana spell. If we think we can get some big boys, that would be like a really good removal.
I think this is good.
How many creatures with like decent power do we have? The dragon, obviously. Effortless Master has 4. That's pretty good. Not as good.
If we can get this dragon out, it's got 4.
Yeah, but that's not happening.
We need some more creatures, man.
3. Okay, 3, 2, 2. All right. We'll have to be picking some creatures, but I think that exhale is all right. We got to keep in mind that we need some more creatures. That's part of our situation at the moment.
Yeah, we're still not seeing any dang dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh start, flash, enchant creature gets -5 and -0 and loses all its abilities. Oof.
That's pretty good. That's just a straight up hose. Like their creature may as well not be there at that point. -5, it like neuters the dragons.
That's got to be a B card.
Yeah, that card's good. This is a B-. Yeah, this is a high chance we pick that.
Yeah, unless we want the Dragon Storm to pull out basic lands.
I think we would rather have the removal than some basic lands. We have some okay color fixing already.
We've seen the rest of these cards. I think we can pick that pretty confidently.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Come on, dragons. No dragons.
But we got creatures, and we need creatures.
All right. 5 damage to target creature that was dealt damage. What?
Yeah, that's weird. No.
Yeah. Creatures with power less than this creatures can't block it.
As long as you control a creature with a counter. So this is like a 1/1 counter kind of guy. He's pretty all right. I don't know that we're doing that, but it's good to see it.
Draw a card for 1.
That's a straight C. That's not bad, honestly.
Or we can pick another mana rock.
I don't think we want 2 of those.
Pick the land here. I don't think we want any of the other stuff. We could pick the land.
What does the Meticulous Artisan do?
Prowess 3/3 for 4. When this enters, create a treasure. Doesn't seem good.
Treasures are pretty good. Prowess is multiple spells, right? So it could be a 4-mana guy, but only if you cast a spell. Does Dragon's Blood Relic care about that? Or no, sorry, Herd Heirloom in our board over there.
Spend only to cast a creature spell, and Prowess is non-creature. So it's exactly opposing.
Hold on. Go to Herd Heirloom again. It's something about creature power 4 or greater. Don't turn creature control power 4 or greater gains.
When it gets trample and deals combat damage, draw a card.
Yeah. I mean, that's not like, yeah. You wouldn't probably do this in this order, but you could play this guy, then play the heirloom, tap it, give this guy a trample, and deal damage and get a card back. Eh.
But he's got you got to wait another turn too.
The Meticulous Artisan's a C minus. I don't hate it. I like it better than the Effortless Master again. Unending Whisper is a good choice too, though.
Unending Whisper or Rugged Highlands are my two from this.
I think we take the Whisper. It's good to have some cheap spells because like we aren't going to want to cast those Wingspan Strides. We'd probably prefer to take those out if we got the option.
Ooh, nope, wrong colors. Dang it.
Yeah, we're not doing Jeskai. There's a dragon here though.
Red dragon.
Let's see.
3/3. Discard a card for 2. If you do, draw 2 cards. That's pretty good.
And that's red. Discard a card if you do, draw 2. Yeah, dude, this card is takeable.
Yeah.
I think we want this. This is a C minus card. Yeah, C minus card.
Unless we want this human that endures 2. No, I don't think we do.
Endure is cool, but I don't think that's what we're doing today.
I think we're taking this dragon.
Yeah, I would take that dragon because we get the synergy off it.
Yeah. Oh boy, we can pick the Molten Exhale.
Yeah, I think we want the Molten Exhale. I think Molten Exhale's pretty good. Is it better than Ureni's Rebuff? What's Rebuff again at the front here?
Return to owner's hand.
Okay. I think we'd rather just kill it, right? Molten Exhale just kills it. If at worst, Molten Exhale is 2 mana, deal 4 damage. That's pretty good.
Okay, we got another dragon. 5 mana.
Same dragon.
Or we can take Wild Ride +3/+0 haste until end of turn. Or this leopard.
Probably the dragon, honestly. I think. Worth noting. We should talk about this because we didn't mention it.
Mm-hmm.
Hover go back to your dragon there, one of them. The Omen thing.
Yeah.
It's not like Adventure when you cast that side of it.
Oh.
The card doesn't hang out and let you cast it again later. If you cast the Omen side, it shuffles back into your deck.
You get to cast the Omen side again?
If you draw it again.
Okay.
But you have to
better
draw
actually
it again.
than Adventure.
No, because Adventure then gives you the creature like this turn. Like I could cast this and then cast the other side. You can't do that.
So
here.
we either have to have a creature or we have to have the spell, and then we lose it.
It is 2 separate cards and not both at the same time. Adventure is both at the same time.
Okay.
Anyway, so worth noting. The effect is good and it's card draw, which we mentioned before that is worth having. So
Synchronized Charge. Distribute 2 1/1 counters. Vigilance and Trample.
Yeah.
Or
maybe
Shock Brigade.
Synchronized Charge, I guess.
Or the Jadecast Sentinel. Seems bad.
I think Synchronized Charge. Yeah, they all. Right. I mean, look, we're at the end of the pack. Everything's going to be bad here.
Tiger or Roamers?
Tiger? Wait, what's the Roamer? Nah. Take the Tiger.
Search for a basic, put it in tapped, shuffle.
I'd rather have the Tiger. I don't think the Tiger is like awesome. Okay, I don't want 2 Tigers though. I'll just say.
We could have a 4/3 Yeti with reach for 4.
Sure, that triggers our herd heirloom, right? So
or we could grab this +3/+0, which also triggers herd heirloom and gains haste.
I think the Summit Intimidator is good. Oh, Summit Intimidator and Wild Ride are like almost exactly the same, but we have synergy for 4 cost cards, or 4 power cards.
This guy? Destroy stuff for 2?
Heritage Reclamation's a D. Jeskai Devotee is higher.
What about Fire Rim?
Fire Rim is a C minus. Devotee is a C.
Okay.
I think having the extra fixing is still worth it.
Oh no!
Yeah, pick that artisan. Let's go. You didn't want him before, but too bad.
4/4 with reach for 6.
Sure, we got synergies for 4 mana spell or 4. What is 4
okay?
Power
So
guys.
Endure 3. Put 3 1/1 counters or get a 3/3 Spirit. So it's a 7/7.
Interestingly, the Endure stuff is really good with Sun Pearl Kirin. But hold your horses. Now, you're all like slapping down the pick dragon button. What does the Sinkhole Surveyor do? We got to look at the rare. You have to look at it could just be the best card in the set.
Flying, whenever this creature attacks, you lose 1 life, and this creature endures 1.
Okay. It's a very good card, but
Yes.
we're not changing our deck for it.
No.
Now
I'm not sure the dragon's the pick either because it's an omen for black.
Yeah, but like you don't have to cast it, right? That's a good omen though. Whew.
Maybe it's worth taking it off the board.
Well, so I mean, you're bots, who knows?
Yeah.
That's not good though.
No, we've been over that one before.
What's that mystic?
Jeskai.
It's the Jeskai land.
Jeskai one.
Yeah. I mean,
we don't.
Do we have any way to? Oh, no. Go to our deck here. In our deck, do we have ways to generate mana of any color? Like Dragon Brood Relic.
Heirloom.
Heard Heirloom. Does Dragon Brood Relic give you any color also?
Yeah.
Yes. And the Globe also?
Correct.
Yes. So I think we take the dragon, and maybe there's a chance we get to cast that omen, but assume that it's mostly a...
What's that dragon's rating?
Good question, actually. What's the name of it?
Disruptive Stormbrood.
That's a B. That's pretty good.
Okay. We're going to take
higher win rate than Dragon Brood's Relic, but not very much.
Oh boy. Do we see any? We got a black dragon. We got Abzan Rhino.
What's right. Let's look at the first ones. Kishla Trawlers. These are a C++.
You may exile something from your library, return instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand.
Creature card from your graveyard when you do instant or sorcery. Okay, so it's like, a little recursion for your cool spells.
Mm-hmm. Dragonfire deals 2 damage to any target for 1
mana. That's a shock. That's pretty hot. Haha.
Right of renewal.
I said hot.
Like 2 target permanents to your hand. Shuffle up to 4 target cards from their graveyard into their library.
That card seems horrible.
It does seem very bad.
Yeah. I'm going to say we don't want that one.
I think we
don't want Skirmish right now. I think it's the Trawlers or the Dragonfire here, and it's a question of which one you like better, I think.
I think we want the shock.
Okay.
All right, Essence Anchor. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. That's good. Create a 2/2 zombie druid creature token. Activate during your turn, and only if a card left your graveyard. That's not good.
That seems hard to fulfill that condition, unfortunately.
Yeah, that seems real bad. None of this stuff except for the Teamer Tawny back fits our colors. Except for the Formation Breaker, which we said before was not great.
Yeah, it's mid. Snakeskin Veil is okay. It's a C.
Yeah. What's Tawny back?
Tawny back?
4/3 for 3.
Also a C. Pretty fine. Totally fine. I think Narset's Rebuke also is
We've
fine.
We've pulled a Narset's already.
You're right, we do have one of those already. Actually, you were correct in your estimation. Maybe we want the Tawny back. That is the highest win rate choice here.
Okay.
Between that and Snakeskin Veil are about the same, but I think the Tawny back helps us out.
Oh!
Okay. Let's take a look here, what we got.
Search your library for a named Dragonstorm Globe or Boulder-born Dragon. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle.
Well, we got Dragonstorm Globe. I don't know, what is Boulder-born Dragon? I don't think we have that one.
We have Storm Streak and Storm Brood, so we don't have that other dragon.
Okay. I have found the Boulder-born Dragon. It's a 5-mana colorless artifact that is a 3/3 flying vigilance, and whenever it attacks, surveil 1. That's not a very good card.
So we want this to search Globe? I don't think so.
I mean, searching anything is good in general, but
2 mana.
Yeah.
3 mana. Essentially, this is 3 mana search Globe after 2 turns.
Yeah. Well,
it seems terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't seem that hot. What is this mammoth thing?
Sorcery. 3.
Just make a big elephant, man.
And then you can
tap the elephant next turn to make a second elephant for 3 mana.
Oh, I see. That's what they're doing there. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. It's
Ring
a
strike.
Mammoth Bellows a C minus. I don't like that card. I would like
Okay.
to
Well, we
not
could
have
always
it.
take the land out of here.
We might.
This guy tap, discard a card, draw a card.
That seems good. Where is what is this rescue leopard? Is this on the? That's a C. Okay, a C is all right.
Either
This
this or the land.
this early we want a card better than a C. I think.
Mammoth Bellow is.
Yeah. Mammoth Bellow is a C minus, so rescue leopard would be better according to
I
the
don't think
thing.
there's
How many?
anything in here better.
What's our lands situation? We have two
We have
that we've picked.
we have two lands: Frontier Bivouac and Swiftwater Cliffs. I think this is not a bad
Well,
take.
and you got to the lands come around at the end, but you got to remember that we have fixing, right? We have the globe, we have
Yeah.
the Dragon Brood relic, and the herd heirloom, all of which produce mana of any color, and they'll let
Okay.
us give infinite as many what do you call them? It's like basics at the end anyway.
Yeah.
I think maybe Rescue Leopard is the pick. Or what is Sibsig Appraiser? Did we decide we?
Oh, it
we
was
don't
bad.
care. All right, it was bad.
That's bad. Fresh start. Flash.
Sibsig Appraiser is a B minus. We should
Oh
have taken
shoot.
that.
Well, too late.
Hmm.
Unending Whisper, draw a card. This second spell
Yeah.
costs one less.
We're not probably casting second spells.
5/0 and lose all abilities.
It's not bad.
Underfoot Underdogs. Create a red goblin. Target
Fresh
creature.
start's pretty good. I think fresh start. This is the stall the enemy out so that we can play our big dragons plan. You know,
Oh, we got a dragon.
Rune Scale Stormbrood.
Counter spell with mana value 2 or less for 2.
All right.
When you cast a non-creature spell or a dragon spell, gets +2/+0 till end of turn.
It's a 2/4, which isn't amazing. That's why it's a C minus. But we
Okay.
have Behold synergies, so I
What is-
might pick that dragon.
Focus
Ooh,
the
what is
mind.
that?
Draw 3. Discard 1. If you've cast second spell, it's cheaper.
Focus the Mind and the Dragon are about equally ranked. Focus is a little bit higher, but not a lot. I think the Dragon. Having options is good, you know?
Ooh,
Do you want a second
buddy.
big boy?
our buddy. All right, we got a Bird Wizard, Flying Ward 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you do, get +1/+1 counters.
That seems not so good.
We can pull
What's
a
the
Dispelling
exhale?
Exhale.
The exhales are all pretty good.
This one's the Behold a Dragon. They have to pay 4.
Yeah, that's a B minus. That's a counter spell that is a okay. You know, there's good cards and then there's fun. How do we spell the Karayak?
Karakik. Karakik.
Karakikik is rated technically higher than the Dispelling Exhale. So got to go with the math on this one, Andy.
Math says it's in the math.
It's in the math. What's that green creature?
Nest Guard, insect, defender, can
wow.
attack if you pay 3.
Okay, just kidding. That card's horrible. Don't stop looking at that. It hurts me.
Wild Rat, I think.
Or Unending Whisper.
Draw a card. It's just deck mill.
Yeah, I think draw a card. I think Unending Whisper is better. There was a black dragon in there, but we're not probably not.
We don't want that.
Tawny back.
We can take the Tawny back or another mill.
Tawny back.
All right. Or Narsets.
Okay, well now you're gonna make me look it up.
I think their Narsets is worse than the Tawny back, probably. Unless we want a cheap creature in this leopard.
Tawny back is a C. Undergrowth leopard is a C minus. Tawny back is a C minus. Rebuke is also a C minus. This is a whole slot of C minuses. So
We took
pick
the
your
Tawny
favorite
back.
one. Pick your favorite one.
We took the Tawny back. I don't know. These are all bad. We could take this pump.
Was that Sarkhan's Resolve? Yeah,
Yeah, this is pump.
that's a flat C, and there's gonna be a lot of creatures with flying, with the other people picking dragons, right? Yeah.
All right.
We have 2 of it now. It's not ideal.
Oh, good. Snakes
So
in. Snake skin.
snake skin is fine. Yeah, it's one of those like haha, you know, you don't want more than one of this, but one of it is fine.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Pick something and put it in your sideboard because we're not playing it. I guess
Whisper.
more whispers. Sure, that's too many whispers.
Wild ride.
All right.
Ended up with a wild ride anyway.
Didn't want it, but we got it anyway.
All right. Wow. That does not feel like a very good draft to me.
It's one of those things where you never know really until you start playing it. I think we have more fit, so we're not going to play that Sun Pearl Carrion for sure.
Yeah. How do we got to drag it somewhere?
I think you can just click on it and it goes out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can switch to the other mode by clicking the thing at the top with the like 2 bars. No, not there. The very top. Yeah, up. Yep.
This is what we want.
If you like this way better.
I don't care. Whatever makes it so you can see better.
Glasses, I guess, would help.
I wish we had taken more of the dual lands. I really do.
I hear you. We have fixing, though. We have fixing.
I wish we had taken more dual lands.
I understand.
Okay, Ringing Strike Mastery.
Just right out. Just
terrible.
Yep. Again, you can just click it. You don't have to drag.
Okay.
I think you also want to take out both of those Wingspan strides. I think those are also terrible. Our good creatures already have flying, and take out the other one too. Like, we don't want that card. That's fine. Debatable. Yeah. I don't know that we want that, but it's not horrible. I don't know that we want 3 of those. Yeah.
2?
Yeah. Let's try 2 for now. What does it just draw 1 card? Is that all it does?
Draw 1 and then you can harmonize it back if you want.
Yeah, we're likely to have 4 power or 3 power, so then the second draw is going to be like quite a bit more, which is sub-ideal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's...
How do we organize this a little easier to see? Oh, they're organized by cost? Is that what they're organized by?
Yes. I mean, you can drag stuff around in here if you want to.
That's fine.
Organize it by color or whatever. You have that option.
We got a lot of stuff in the 2 range here.
Yeah. I think we probably don't need all of the Sarkhan's resolves. Let's keep 1.
I think we could probably dump them both, right? We got other removal.
Yeah, true. Maybe dump the synchronized charge too? Also? We'll keep that.
Yeah, that seems good. We're keeping this in?
Yeah.
Okay.
We drafted it. 4 damage. Seems pretty good. The key is you don't have to behold the dragon to play those behold spells, right? You can definitely just play them. Like,
do we need these just guys since we have a teamer?
Well, the teamer one can't attack, which is really sub-ideal. We get rid of I think we get rid of 1. I think we don't
get rid of
2.
The teamer?
No. We have 2 Jess guys. We can just keep 1.
Okay.
We do. You are concerned about the mana situation, and I want to be cognizant of that and not put so few fixing options that it gets us in trouble.
This is Dragonologist do. When this enters, look at the top 6. If you reveal an instant, sorcery, or dragon, put it in your hand.
I just read, look at the top 6 cards, draw a card out of this, and that seems pretty solid.
Yeah.
Untapped dragons have hexproof, which is cool, but not like probably going to be that relevant most of the time.
What's this guy? We want
4/4
this.
reach. Yeah, I don't know if we do want it.
It's a 7/7.
7/7.
It got
Oh,
endure.
yes. That seems all right. Well, so the other thing is that it's a. Oh no, herd heirloom only cares about on the battlefield. Doesn't care about entering.
Yeah.
You could keep it. I mean, I don't know how late game do you want to try and be, right?
I want to
Like
be on tempo here is the thing. And that
Well,
kind
it's
of
not
could,
really a choice with the cards we drafted. We have a slower deck here.
I guess. All right, since we got a slower deck, we've got draw, we've got damage, we've got haste.
Doesn't
This guy
feel like it's fitting. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Because if we draw that, we're just wasting mana.
Well, I mean, and you have to cast the mana again every turn, right? Because it bounces back to your owner's hand. So you attack, it comes out, you play it again next turn, next turn, next turn. Yeah. I think our plan here is like we want to stall until we can beat them down with big dragon boys.
Did we remove anything that's stall? We removed Starcans, which destroys creatures.
Eh. But like, we got other stuff to stall with. I think, it's a question of like what's the quality of every card, right? Like, and is it going to be,
Sure.
does it work together? What's the Tawny
Still got
situation?
You got double Tawny back, draw a card, then discard a card.
Okay. I mean, we want that. So after it attacks, you can discard a card.
This
and
is
then
strictly worse than this.
Yes, but it is way easier to cast.
True.
I think we keep it. Especially like again, if we're worried that we're gonna get stuck on mana and stuff, like, hey, this guy entering and creating a treasure token, hell yeah, dude. 1 mana of any type. Like, let's go.
What about this guy?
Yeah, it's
Maybe
not that good, is he?
Or maybe we don't need one of these two here. Vigilance Menace. 2 or more spells, we get a +1/+1. How are we going to cast 2 or more spells and
how are
bring
we
this
even
guy
doing
in?
it? I don't think we're doing that. Well, yeah, no.
He does have Menace.
I think we take the Master out. The Reach is probably more valuable than Menace. Not that, because Menace is like kind of a more aggressive thing, right?
Yeah, I agree. Iridescent Tiger. Narsets.
Tiger isn't good, but we don't have. We still have to make 6 more cuts.
Yeah, we got to make 6 cuts.
Okay, well, maybe the Tiger doesn't stay then.
Does add 5 mana after you cast it. It replaces itself if you have 5 mana.
Yeah, but like we don't have any synergy with casting stuff twice, right? And we want creatures with power 4 or greater for the herd heirloom, which this is a 3 power.
We got a lot of 3 power though.
Okay, well, I guess we don't have an option then. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
do you want 2 power?
Okay, so then it's like, would you rather have that Tiger who you pay 5 for, get 5 back, and then have to do something else with? Or would you rather have like one of these other big cards like the dragon, right?
Yeah, that has haste.
And is 2 cards technically, right?
Yeah. I think I want to get rid of this Earth Carver.
I think that's fine. We'll top out with our I almost said Kashyyyk. That's not the right IP.
Okay, we got 4 left to pull out of here. This is a hard draft, dude. The last draft was so much easier.
Yeah. The last draft kind of came to us, right? And this one didn't.
Yeah.
We could dump the Wild Ride. I think Wild Ride gives us haste, and I don't think we care.
Would we rather have haste and harmonize or Snakeskin Veil?
We're not going to do a lot with the counter, but Snakeskin Veil could potentially keep one of our big threats alive, right? Whereas like giving the big threat haste is like not going to matter, hopefully.
Do we have too much in this range, in the 2 range so far?
Probably we do.
Which exhale do we want? We want an additional cost to cast the spell. Behold, deal damage equal to power. Surveil 2.
The other one just deals 4 damage, right? It's a sorcery. Is Piercing Exhale an instant?
Yes.
So that's a little better. What does Molten Exhale say?
cast it as a flash if you
Okay,
have
so
a
it
dragon.
could be instant if we have a dragon.
Maybe it is good to keep both, and we need to.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we keep both.
We have
Maybe
that. We have fresh start. We have
maybe we
Dragonfire.
okay, hear me out. Maybe
Uh-huh.
we cut one tawny back just because the color situation, and then note that Stormbrood Feral or Storm Shriek
Shriek.
Feral is also discard a card, draw 2 cards, right? So we have a
Yeah.
lot of like discard a card, draw a couple cards kind of situations going on.
Yeah.
And so then maybe also we don't need um move off this guy. I can't see the cards behind him. Oh no, wait, that's not what I thought it was. I was gonna say like, do we then want to take the leopard or the tawny back also? Because we'd be casting the omen from the dragon multiple times potentially.
Yeah, you could. We could take the
Would you rather
leopard
have
seems harder to
well,
do than the tawny back, even though the
because
mana is not great.
it has to attack? You're saying?
Yeah. Or tap. We could
Well, you
tap
know
it
who,
to harmonize. We could tap it to harmonize something.
and you can also tap it with Herd Heirloom, right? Or no, Dragon Blood Relic, right? Yeah. So maybe we take the tawny back out. It's harder to cast
no.
anyway.
Oh no.
We only
That
need
leaves
2
us
more
almost
cuts
nothing.
here.
This leaves us almost nothing in the middle range here.
Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not ideal.
Dragonologist and Rescue Leopard. If we pull one from here and one from here, then we're going straight to like 5.
Yeah, that's not.
Maybe that's the
awesome
answer
either.
though. It's just a heavy
or
deck.
Or maybe do we have too many dragons?
We've got 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, right? And the
4,
big ones?
5, 6.
6.
We probably have too many.
Maybe we have too many dragons. This is a counterspell. So like this dragon is also a 2-mana counterspell, right?
Yeah.
The Storm Shriek is a draw a card. The green one is the one we're not probably least likely to get dual bonus out of.
Yeah, but it destroys an artifact or enchantment.
But I mean, destroying an artifact or enchantment is not a good cost for 6 or 5. And then one more. Cut a Whisper. Cut a Fresh Start. I think we keep Fresh Start over Whispers.
I think Whispers are good though.
Yeah, I think
you don't discard. You're just drawing a card for 1.
Yeah, and the harmonized stuff, as we pointed out, we have synergies with like tapped things now. Summit Intimidator isn't very good. That feels like more of an aggressive ability, so it's like you put it in and then you attack with your thing.
Do we want lands split like this?
Yeah, so can we click on the bars of the deck, and it should show us how the colors break out. So we have mostly green is our least, red is our most.
We have a lot of red.
Blue is next. So I think we probably want to like mess with the lands a little bit. So like go up 1 mountain and down 1 forest, and maybe leave
this
it
is
like,
red blue.
Okay.
This is all.
But we still kind of need all of them. It's not like we can not have them. Like we want greens early because a lot of our green stuff is cheap.
We want green early actually because all our low cost stuff is green.
Yeah, and our expensive stuff is mostly red, right?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we put it back to 5/5/5. Like our early stuff is all blue, is mostly blue and green. There's a little red in there.
Luckily, the mana fixing is all at the bottom.
Yeah, well, thank God. This deck would be unworkable otherwise, I think.
Yeah.
All right, we can come back and tweak it if we really decide that we're getting hosed on the mana constantly. I mean, we're not going to get like 50 games in here. You only get 3 losses before you get kicked out.
I'm hitting done. And then I'm hitting Alt F9 to break up this recording.
Let's go.
What were we supposed to have done? Let's see. Cast your spells twice with the help of your biggest creatures. We were supposed to do more harmonized, I think.
I mean, I think we have some harmonized stuff. I think the thing was
Correct.
we didn't see a lot of the harmonized cards that were good. Like,
No, we didn't get any good harmonized cards. Here we go. Let's hope the stalling plan works. And they don't have a lot of removal,
I think,
right?
yes, but I think my memory of the couple of drafts that I played was the format was not fast.
Look at this.
I think this is a keep, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
We have a turn 2
Unending
play.
Whisper, turn 1.
The turn 2 play is Counterspell, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
or the Storm Shriek and discard and draw 2.
Okay, we're unending no matter what here.
But oh no, it is a sorcery. Just kidding. I was like, oh, but you can just wait. But no, you can't.
Okay, turn 2 play is forest or
you want red? You want red mana?
we want red out.
Potentially decide to cast the dragon option here, right?
Okay, so then that gives us Storm Shriek as discard draw 2, or we could hold for a counter spell.
I think you hold for the counter, right? Who knows?
Yeah, we
what
don't
they're
need
gonna
to
do.
draw. We don't need to draw.
Yeah, you can hold.
Come on. Oh no.
That's fine. Why are you upset?
Oh, because it's a wasted turn, right? We could have drawn 2 cards instead.
Yeah, but like, what would you want to discard, right? I think
Do we want to get out this relic?
Yeah, I think we play the relic.
Or do we want to throw out the leopard and then put the relic out later?
I guess you can play the leopard. The thing is, you can't use the mana from the relic without the leopard out, and they're
So
more
we put
inclined.
out the leopard because it's more efficient.
They're more inclined to remove the leopard the turn it can attack.
Right.
Versus if you play the relic now, they're probably not going to remove it because it doesn't do anything. And then
But
you
would
can
be
play
more
the
mana
leopard,
efficient.
tap it immediately, and get mana out of it. But yeah, it is more mana efficient. Just play the cat, whatever.
I think it's more mana efficient.
It is more mana efficient.
Especially knowing we have a land to drop.
Hey, look, there are colors.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is fine.
They're doing it better.
Are they? We're about to have 5 mana this turn, are they?
What are we going to follow up with 5 mana?
I don't know.
Okay, do we want island or forest? I think we want island.
I think we do want island.
And then we want...
I think you can... Now you can play the relic and tap the cat and then play something else. Maybe the card draw?
We could either tap the cat, draw... Well, if we play the relic, we don't even need to tap the cat to draw. We could tap the cat to throw out the...
But remember, we get stuff when you tap the cat. That's my point.
Okay, we'll do that.
So yeah, let's play the relic, see what we get.
Yeah. Tap the cat.
Tap the cat with the relic.
What do we want? Red?
Yeah.
Draw a card.
Now we can discard and draw.
What do we want to discard?
Probably the... Yeah. Well, removal. I don't know. Either the land or the... yeah. Okay. And so now you can play the
or we hold for the... Or we hold for this.
Hold up the counter? Okay. Yeah, could hold up the counter.
Hopefully we get to counter something. That'd be nice.
They have to cast spells.
Yeah, but it's got to be 2 or less.
Yeah, true.
We had it at the perfect time to counter something 2 or less. Oh my god.
It's all right.
Is it?
Yeah. No, he's playing Teamer, Andrew. It's not, is it? Play that mountain. Play that mountain. We want the mountain. At this point, I think you want to play either the removal, the Narset's Rebuke.
Yeah.
And that gives us how much back? 3?
3.
And then I think we use it to play the draw dragon.
straight up the dragon?
No, the dragon side of the draw
Yeah.
side of the dragon, because that's what.
Oh, the draw side.
Well, you don't have
Draw
enough to
2
play the
cards.
other one.
Don't
Yeah,
don't play the dragon. We want to play the draw.
you
Okay.
can't. Yeah. And discard
Uh,
either the land or the dragon. Honestly, at this point, we don't care too much. We have enough for what we want. See, here's where we want to be.
Yeah.
And notably, you can tap the big boy dragon to pay blue and draw a card, right? Later.
pay blue and draw a card. Oh yeah, that's
for
true.
Harmonize.
Yeah.
What is the Guardian's text thing again? Is it just like can't be targeted when
Hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage.
I see. Okay.
But he can still counter it on its way in.
He could. If he has an look, man, if you think he has an unconditional counter, I think most of the counters we saw involved paying.
Oh, he's got something.
Yeah, but he just has some instant, right?
Do we want to tap the big boy?
Oh, wow. You could tap him too. Oh, no, wait. You can't tap him both with dragons. You don't have the blue.
Oh, why is it saying I can play it?
I don't know. I don't know how you can tap him. It thinks you can use the relic, but you can't because you don't have the. So this reduces the cost to blue, and then now you can't pay blue.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know why it says you can do that. You can't.
Do we want to tap
For what?
him for anything?
No. What would
No.
you get? It just pays a mana, right? You don't want to deal 2 damage to nothing.
Does it show the card when you make mistakes like that?
Does it show the card?
Like, did it show him I tried to play Unending Whisper?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Well, that sucks.
Well, you got to be not surprised that he's playing the good card in this color also, right?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, we get out our other big dragon here.
Just straight to the dragon.
I mean, I don't think that one is going to do better. It's a 2/4 versus a 3/3, right?
Yeah.
2 damage isn't going to do anything for us.
Do we want to drop this first? We want to make sure we have blue mana. Do we tap this for a card this turn?
And then he attacks you for 6.
Yeah.
I think you can't tap that guy, but you could tap this one that you play.
Well, now my blue mana's gone. Of any color. Activate ability. What? No. Stop. Now we're gonna run out of time. It's not working right.
You have timeouts also, but like, what do you want? What are you going to do with your blue here, man? Like,
I wanted to draw a card.
Its harmonized cost is 6.
Yeah, but this is 5 mana.
It's not mana cost. It's power.
Oh, power.
That's why it works with the other one, but not this one.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So
what are we doing?
You're not doing anything here. Keeping the red up is beneficial because you can like pump it a little bit, maybe, if he attacks with something else.
Yeah.
So or we can, once his guy attacks and deals damage to us, you could block and then Dragonfire his thing. Oh wait, is Dragonfire instant or is it? It's a sorcery. Never mind. Fuck.
Sorcery, of course.
Womp womp.
He's got better cards than us. I feel like the deck is working. It's just we played a mirror match and he has better cards.
It's okay. We got removal spells too, right? It's not like this.
Yeah, he's gonna. Is he gonna drop this on us? I think he's gonna drop this on us. No, he can't. No, he can. He can Dragon Claws and kill our Dragon Guardian. Although it's hexproof, I don't know if that counts.
Hexproof, he can't target it. He can kill
the other one. So
he's
going to kill this dragon. And then we have to block, and we lose our other dragon.
Why do we have to block?
Because he...
Oh, it's a 12 power thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a fair reason to block.
So now we have to block. We lose our dragon, and we can't dragon fire it.
Yeah, because it's not a sorcery. Bummer.
What? Why?
Did it have trample?
It has trample. Yeah. Well, we're dead, huh?
Yeah, it's not looking very good. Yeah, I mean, you can run that out. There's no 2-mana spell that's going to matter here, so.
I don't know what else we can do here.
Yeah, I think you can concede is your option. You can try drawing, but I don't think it's going to get you what you
Well,
want.
this is not as fortunate as our last run through, huh?
I don't know how many games we played with the last run through. I was not a part of it.
I did one game with you and we won that one, and I did 2 games by myself at least, and I won those.
Okay, well, I told you that the competition would be stiffer this time. I told you to prepare yourself. This is the second run of the set. People have played all the draft. They know the cards at this point.
Yeah. Also think we didn't get very good cards.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, our rare count is lower than we would prefer it to be, right?
I don't think we passed rares multiple times, and I think
because
we
they were
passed
terrible.
rares. We didn't get any really good rares either.
I think the good rare we got at the end was that black card, which we didn't take because it wasn't the colors we were going for at this point, right?
Yeah, because we were at the very end of the draft. Well, hopefully this goes better and we don't play a mirror against someone who has the better versions of our cards.
I don't think I don't think it's guaranteed that they had better versions of our cards. We just didn't have the removal we needed at that time. That was how it went.
This is not bad.
Feels fine. Yeah. Got plays.
Okay. Same thing as last time.
Oh yeah, Dragonologist. Hey.
Okay.
Ooh, dual land. Wait, was the dual land come in tapped?
It does.
Dang.
But we can't fresh start anything. We wouldn't be at 3 mana, so it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're right. It is fine. I was like, but what if they play something? We want a fresh start. But it's like, but who cares? Because it can't attack anyway.
They got a lot of dual lands, huh? Oof. All right. Mountain.
Yeah.
Do we go to the globe or the Dragonologist?
I think the globe, man. Because at this point we're
It's mana.
yeah. Well, we have no green. Right now we have green.
Yeah.
With the globe. Not that we're planning to play anything that's green.
Uh-oh. What's that? Whenever you cast, get a bird. Okay. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana out. So we can't get to the dragon.
But I think you could play the tap one with all 3 colors here. And then Dragonologist and see what we draw.
So technically the right order for that would be Dragonologist first. If we think that's the best play.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's like we want to bait him to use as much of his good removal on the cards we don't care about as possible. Right. And so what happens? It goes on the bottom if we don't pick it?
Correct. I think we want this.
Yeah, maybe we do.
Or the dragon.
I think it's either the dragon or the rebuke.
The cheaper dragon or the rebuke.
Yeah.
We have 1 creature in our hand.
Yeah. Because we're not going to fresh start the Winged Elder, like,
no,
this disciple. Like, we're not doing that.
No,
probably.
Probably not.
We could have taken the Piercing Exhale and killed it, I guess.
Well, I think there's better targets, right?
Well, there definitely will be better targets, but you got to work with what you got.
Fair enough. Oh, he's got a dragon. What did he do with it? Oh, he used the omen side
to give that
and made this thing huge.
Well, shoot. Now I guess we are going to fresh start it.
Wow.
Probably on his turn though, right?
Yeah, it's a flash, so we can do it for 2, which means we got to leave up 2. Oh man.
Can do the discard and draw 2 side of the red dragon. And
that puts us behind, right? Like we could drop the guardian and just block.
The guardian trades with the disciple though, right?
Oh yeah. So we're gonna have to leave up 2, which means we gotta draw.
Yeah. I think the channel at
This
this
is
point, yeah. Because you know what? You can cast that next turn if we need
yeah.
it. Okay. And so now, do we still have 5 to play the big side of that dragon or no?
We have 1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
Okay. And we played our land already?
We did.
Okay.
I get an attack, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to block him. He's flying, so. Yeah, I think you just chill. Unless you want to discard and draw again.
Are we in a bad spot?
Are we in a good spot?
No.
I think you could discard that mountain and still have 2 up, right? Yeah. I think this is fine. And now we have the Narcissus Rebuke for the Disciple next turn.
Or we can fresh start it right now.
Well, we'll see. If he attacks, right, we can fresh start it. If he doesn't attack, we can just remove it next turn.
He's gonna attack. It's a flying 5/5.
Does the fresh start remove all his abilities too?
Yes.
Okay. Let him attack. And
Do we do this?
Yeah, I think we do. Because we don't want him getting the 2-spell create bird issue out of it either.
Well,
and then he's welcome to attack with a 0/5.
continue
Go for it,
attacking,
buddy.
sir. It's
Go
already
for it.
tapped. You can't unattack.
Go for it, buddy.
Yeah. We want the forest out?
Yeah, we probably want the forest out. And then I think you just drop the big boy.
Big old dragon.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can't counter it.
It'd be not great for us if you countered it. Hey, thanks, Draco Globe. Okay, so hold on. Now the question is, do you want to tap the big dragon that we just played to draw a card?
Do we want to attack first is the question.
I guess we can, right? It's not going to hurt anything. Like, do you want to do the whisper here by tapping that big dragon, or leave the dragon up?
It's hexproof.
Yeah, maybe we leave it up.
And we're not gonna block, so we could draw.
Yeah, I guess we're not gonna block, right? Yeah, let's draw. Let's draw.
All right, well, that's
nice.
better than nothing.
No, that's good. We want to keep a green up in mind because now we have an option for after we attack and it has dealt damage and is no longer hexproof. Now we have a way to save it if he tries to remove it. 6 damage is hard to do. Double, especially when it has hexproof, but without just a spell that outright kills, which I think these colors don't have.
Yeah. What is that?
Ooh, I don't know.
What did that do?
Deals 3 damage to each creature in Planeswalker. Landfall. Create a 4/4 dragon. Oh, well, that's we don't like that.
We got to figure out how to get rid of that.
Well, none of these cards do that.
We took the things out that got rid of that.
It's okay. What does Narcissus Rebuke say? It doesn't target enchantments, right? It's just a creature.
Yeah. That's a problem.
It is a problem, but you know what a bigger problem is? He has 20 life. What if he had 7 less?
Yeah, I think we're just attacking, huh?
I think you win by reducing his life total to 0.
Throw out another forest.
Sure. And then I think we pass because that's an instant. We could throw it out later on whatever big thing he plays.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's fine.
I guess we could Narset it.
We knew this was going to happen, right? Yeah. But we'd rather use the Narsets on something better. Right? Like you want him to play stuff from his hand and use it on that.
Yeah.
But obviously we will definitely use it on that if we got it. That's just, Man, really wish that Dragonfire was an instant and not a sorcery. Really wish that. Just like boop that guy right now.
Yeah, I know, right? No. We
Nope.
wouldn't. Oh yeah, because we could tap.
It's a sorcery. Yeah, you'd tap it and then just pay the reds, right? But alas. Man, where's that draw now? We really could use it.
I don't know, dude. We're dying here. We don't have
Well,
anything to do except turn sideways.
yeah.
This deck
He
is
can
not good.
he can bro, you've played 2 games, you don't know. He can't he can block you, right? He sacks the 4/4 and then his thing dies.
Yeah.
We don't tap when we attack. I think you might as well still attack, right? Because we got Vidge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you just attack. Let's see what happens. We can always throw an extra counter on it if he tries to do some shenanigans.
Do we want to channel on that dude?
No, because we'd have to tap our dragon. Now, Snakeskin Veil.
Now we resolve, right?
Yeah. Exile target. Well,
Oh, he targeted my dragon cube.
yeah,
Globe.
that's fine. It means our dragons will come in slightly smaller. It's the only valid target he had now. He couldn't target your dragon.
He's just gonna take the damage.
Yeah, that's the right call. If I was him, that's what I would do. Because what's he going to do? Block with the 4/4? The 4/4 dies, and then he still takes damage anyway, right?
Because of the
Throw a
trample.
land out there. We got so many lands. Throw a land. Yeah, because of trample.
We want to Dragonfire this.
How much does it cost without the discount?
7. We could just cast it. Right?
What does-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Or do we want to keep Narset's Rebuke up, right? That's the other question.
Yeah, we probably want to keep Narsets up.
Yeah, I think we do.
Okay.
Because Narset's Rebuke will let us nuke a haste attacker, which I don't think he'll have. But it would let us nuke one of the 4/4s that he'll try to block with next turn, probably.
Yeah.
And then potentially let us kill him. Because we don't care about the non-flying things at this point, right? He has to have a flyer to block us. So if he doesn't have a land to play here...
Please don't have a land, dude.
We just kill him.
Please don't have a land.
Oh, no, I guess we don't quite
drop a
kill
land.
him. We get
Oh,
close.
no.
Oh, that's a bummer. There's nothing we can do about this.
Fudge.
Yep. He paid full price, too, which is wild. He could have attacked and paid less, but okay.
Now we lose, huh?
Well, no, we don't lose. You have
What
nothing
can we
you can
do?
do, so you may as well let it resolve.
Oh, man.
We got other cards in the deck. Let's see what we draw.
Wow.
He can't deal 16 to you here, so...
I know, but I don't know how we come back. That's like our win condition was on, you know?
Yeah. I mean, again, the way Magic works, right? It's really unlikely that you're ever going to actually just, like, be able to play one card and attack with it for, like, 5 turns in a row or whatever. That's just not how the game works, you know?
Yeah.
So, let's see. He didn't have a land, so I think that's a solid benefit for us. Yeah, we're going to play the dragon. I'm going to play a land, too, because we might as well. And then...
Narset?
Narset his
No.
flyer.
So what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point, right? We could just wait and do it later. I don't see the benefit right now. What does the rune scale do? When you play a spell, what does it do? It gets a bonus or something? The dragon on the field?
When you play a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0. We
So
could
if we-
shoot.
If we play the Narset, we could also do the dragon fire. It would let us do both on one turn. So I think we wait here, because they're both instants. Or no, dragon fire is a sorcery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
like,
have
what
to do
would-
both.
What would we? We'd have to do both, right? So we'd take out the 4/4 and then kill either the 3/1 or
2/1.
the 2/1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we will want to do it, but do we want to do it now, right? So then you cast this, yep. Yeah, you tap.
Why?
You don't
Why?
have red. Hit cancel. Hit cancel.
Oh my god. We did the math wrong.
No, we had the mana. It's 2 red. We don't have 2 red. It's red, red.
Yeah, that's what I thought might be coming.
Narset's produces 1 of each color, and we needed an extra red. Sorry, we got 16 life.
Yeah, I just don't know how we're gonna get ahead of his deck. Yeah.
We're killing that guy with the Dragonfire next turn. So we have the mana to just cast it, and we will if we don't get anything.
This is bad.
Hold on. Does that stop us from playing the Dragonfire? No. Okay. No. Kill the white one! It gives all his guys +1/+1.
I don't think we can come back, dude.
Do you want him to deal more damage or less damage?
But that one deals 4. That literally is the most damage on the board, right?
Okay.
It's +3/+3 versus getting hit by 4.
It would be the equal amount, right? Because you remove the 2 and then the +1/+1 for each creature.
Okay, so it doesn't matter at all. This, I'm gonna put a sad face on that.
Yeah, I think. I also find it very funny they ask you that all the time.
Yeah,
it's a random thing after a match or whatever.
Do we need to put these Sarkhans back in? No.
I don't think that's going to improve you.
What do we have that removes anything? Where's our thing that removes enchantments?
I don't know. You got to look at the stuff. Let's see what we got.
Because we got real screwed there. I thought we had something that removed enchantments.
I think that was the green dragon.
Oh, there's this one.
Yeah. All right, you can put that back in. Sure. What do you want to take out?
I feel like we drawn a bunch and nothing has happened from us drawing a bunch.
Okay, so take out one of those and put in the green one? Sure.
Huh. I don't know that we play our third game now.
Okay, you're done.
Well, I could try. See if we can win one.
I give the people what they want, Andrew. They want to see the games.
All right. Let's see if we can win one. 3 games total. So it's not as good as our Foundations draft, sir.
It is what it is.
I think you're
man.
right. I think we hit those unicorns in that one draft, and it was so signposty. It was so easy. This is not a great hand. Huh?
It's still fine, though. You have Jeskai Devotee to make the green if you want to play Herd Heirloom.
No green, dude.
Oh, he doesn't do green. Well, never mind.
We won 3 games.
Free win. We'll take it. Well, I did warn you also that the competition was going to be a lot stronger. And this is the problem with playing the set the second time it comes around, is that everyone drafts really well the second time because they already played, they know what cards are good, they know what cards are bad, and their decks are all killers. There's no bad decks anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
the Foundations one we did was 2 years after Foundations came out.
Foundations was less than a year old at that point.
Okay.
This is still a new set, but it's not like, brand new. Anyway, it's just the case that the longer you wait on drafts, like the better the quality of the drafts are always going to be.
I also wonder if I'm getting placed against people. Like, am I getting placed against bronze people? I don't think. Oh, no.
Well, yes. I mean, it shows you what they are, right? This is a bad hand. Really bad. This is way better.
Yeah, it says they're bronze, but these decks are not bronze, man.
And put back the other island. Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I think it's an island that goes away. We drop this, right?
Yeah. I don't see the hurt. Got no turn 1 play anyway.
Yeah.
What's Molten Exhale steal?
Ooh.
Oh, look at that green. What a draw.
Green. Molten Exhale. Behold a dragon. Gets clash 4 damage to a creature. Okay. I think we need this green and this heirloom to ramp.
Yep. But hold on. What are we going to play with the ramp?
The teamer?
Next turn, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we don't have anything else to do.
Yeah. You're right.
Unless we We can't even behold a dragon. So
Well, yeah, you're right, because we can't behold a dragon. I don't
okay,
have to behold a dragon to kill that guy. But I think the
true.
Teamer is fine because it'll block it anyway, right? Teamer has 3 power,
Yeah.
so you got to play either blue or red.
I mean, we're over mana. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, right, I forgot the heirloom is mana.
Uh,
Yes, that's
yeah.
the cost you would like to pay. You would not
Yes,
You would
please.
not like to pay more for no reason.
We dump a land here.
Yeah,
Which
I think
land?
the mountain maybe.
Uh, target creature you control with 4 or greater gains trample
We will be
and draw a
using
card.
that next turn, not this turn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let him think we have a 1 mana spell.
Yeah. Sure. A surveil 1. Okay. Enjoy. Cool. It's got death touch. That's a problem.
Yeah, well, that's what the Molten Exhale's for, right?
That's a good point. Hopefully we draw a dragon so we can surprise him with the exhale.
Yeah, that would be better. But you know what? We'll just take it either way, right? Because we're not going to run into a death touch.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, not on purpose, exactly.
Although he can just sack it, right? If he has mana up.
Sack what?
This. For
what
this.
Does it do? Oh, yeah, sure. But he doesn't have mana up.
But he won't have mana up. That's true. Okay, so we need 2 mana for this. This doesn't cost mana.
But we can't use it. So I play a land here, right?
Play an untapped land so we can
Yes.
drop Molten and Jeskai.
Yes.
Okay. So then we have to
have a behold. You have to cast this now.
We have to do this now. See you later.
Then you can give our guy the herd power, and then attack, and then we can play that guy post combat.
Why do you play it post combat as a question?
Because he's going to draw us a card right now.
Oh, good point.
What if we get something better, right? Well, we would have rather played that rescue leopard, but it's too late, and now we play the devotee.
Don't.
No, play him. Might as well play him.
Okay.
If nothing else, he can get us, better.
Why didn't we have to discard a card? Oh, we drew a card from this.
It's the power of herd heirloom.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're not.
I forgot herd heirloom drew us a card. Herd heirloom's good. I wish we had been able to use it other games.
Yeah. Well, we would have had to have drawn it, right? Was the issue?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Fine.
Yeah, I'll take that. Oh no, he's got another one.
And we have Narset's Rebuke.
True.
Which actually would let us then cast the rescue leopard, right?
Okay. We don't have enough mana for this.
We don't have enough mana for that. Sub-ideal.
We have enough mana. Oh,
only to cast a creature spell.
Yeah. Do we draw?
You won't be able. There's no way we'll be able to get enough mana for it. So maybe we draw first anyway. If we're gonna draw, let's draw, because playing the rescue leopard and then passing is lame too.
That's better.
But what does it do here? It gets us mana. If we tap our guy,
we could tap a rescue leopard next turn.
Yeah,
if we get it out now.
I think we play. Yeah, we gotta play one of these and then play the tap land.
Oh, we can't attack anymore.
No, we cannot attack now. We're not attacking this turn. So it's either the leopard or the relic, and then the other one the next turn. We could play the leopard, I guess.
Okay. It's more mana efficient.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what you do with this, because we're not attacking it at the death touch.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a rough. Oh, okay.
Yep. He's welcome. Hello. Please join. Enjoy your time at our face.
Okay.
We can block the 1/1.
Yeah, well, might as well, right?
Might as well.
What do we block the 1/1 with? Our 4/3 or 4/2?
Whatever. If he has a spell that can kill it, he'll kill it either way. I think the 4/3 is a bigger body, so you'd be. He has to have it. The spell's going to deal 2 mana either way, right? So
Yeah.
have him waste it on the leopard rather than the tawny back. That'd be
Okay.
my
I
thought.
thought the leopard might give us an extra card if it didn't die.
No, that's not how they work, right? The leopard gives us a card if we tap it.
If it lives till next turn.
Yeah, but if he's gonna kill it, he's gonna kill it either way.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I'd rather him kill the worst card.
isn't okay.
At this point, the tawny back is more valuable because it can block better stuff, right?
Sure. What are we casting for 2 mana?
No, he's
He's
sacrificing
sacrificing the 1/1. Got it.
to get a counter. This is great because we want him to go all in on this guy. And
Oh,
then
dude,
we're gonna kill it.
Now he's got his death. Why did he death touch? His death toucher is now tapped.
Yeah, he attacked with it.
I know, but now we can just Narsets his 3/3
Yes, great.
and deal 8 damage to him.
That's what we would like to do. Does the herd heirloom ability a sorcery? Does it have to? Can we play it as at instant? We can.
Until end of turn, target creature. It just looks like it's instant speed. He's bolting. No.
That's fine. Like I said, we were pretty confident he had some kind of removal, but based on the way he was playing, right? So we would have lost one of those creatures either way.
Okay. How do we kill this thing?
Narset's Rebuke is right there.
Do we want to use Narset's Rebuke?
Yes.
Okay. And then we use the Storm Shriek to draw some cards, I think.
Or we use the mana from... Wait, what does Narset's Rebuke give us back? What colors? It does not give us green.
It just gives us Jeskai.
So we would have to then use our heirloom to get green if we wanted to play the relic. Whereas we could play the draw card from the Storm Shriek for free.
Yes. I think we're doing this.
We're definitely doing this.
Are we doing it on the Death Toucher or the 3/3?
The 3/3.
Then we're Storm Shrieking here.
Well, no, we're
We're flat
Discard.
flush outing.
Discard and draw. Yes.
Oh god, it's worse.
But it's fine actually because now we attack and we draw another card.
Oh, because we're using this?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not the card we wanted.
No.
It's okay.
What? I always feel like there's too much land in a deck, and then you take one out, and then you never draw any of it.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. That's how that goes every time. What's this guy he just got? Just immobilized guy.
Attacking tokens have Death Touch.
Ooh.
That seems bad.
You know what we don't care about though? You know what doesn't care about that? Flyers.
Yeah. I think we're playing this.
Are we? Oh yeah, we are actually. You're right.
Because
we are.
I think we need more mana. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need more mana, but we are playing the haste flyer. And then hold on. What does the haste flyers deal? +1/+0 till end of turn. I think. Do you want to draw a card, or do you want to leave up Snakeskin Veil? Those are your options.
We could do both.
No, we can't.
Why? We have a bivouac. We can
Yeah.
put the snakeskin, and then we can draw a card if we put it on the Storm Shriek.
Oh, no. You want to save Snakeskin to like counter his removal spell, man.
Yeah, but we want to put this on Storm Shriek, right?
You can. No, because it's only a 3/3. It has to be power 4 to get that other ability. So you have to activate Storm Shriek's ability, which then lets you not cast Snakeskin.
Okay. Do we want snakeskin or not?
No. Yeah, I think this is the call. His Death Touch is on the ground, unfortunately for him.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, attack me as much as you want.
Yeah, he's welcome. And you will
I think we just take
block.
it all.
Yep, you will not block because who cares?
Because he's dead if we just take it all.
Mm-hmm. He's dead on board. You don't even have to play the Snakeskin Veil to kill him. You can just pump the Feral with its own ability. So, yeah, he's welcome. If he has enough pump spells to kill you with this, he deserves the win.
Yeah, if he can pump from 4 mana to there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Now we can't kill him.
Okay. He's not killing us. We're about to play the big boy. Like, he's in trouble here. Actually, how much red mana do we have?
We have 1,
3.
2, 3, 4 technically.
So we could pump him 4 times.
7.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Well, no, we could pump him 5 times.
Can we get him?
Because we could drop this island.
Can we get to 8? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, we can get to 8. 1. Okay, we need red, right? 1, 2, 3,
red.
4 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So, how much of this is instant? All of it's instant. You should attack first. Just attack with it. No, nope. Don't activate the ability. Just attack. Give him the chance to block or play some kind of removal spell first.
Do I attack with the teamer?
No, because it'll just die to the pack beasts, right? It's not getting in.
Okay, so now we have to make sure things are red.
Start pumping him.
Red. Oh no, a non-creature spell.
Okay.
Cast a creature spell.
So this is fine. We're just going to use his ability to pump him a couple of times. You're tapping all the red. You're scaring me. Don't do this. Stop. You just used 2 red. You had 2 red in your mana pool, and you just used it for
Why does it do it that way?
Because it's the red. It takes mana from your mana pool first, always.
Oh, man.
Okay. This is fine. Stop. Don't cast Snakeskin Veil. Use your Herd Heirloom to put it on them to draw a card.
Sometimes I don't understand how MTGA thinks, and I mess things up.
Here's how it always thinks. It thinks mana from the mana pool. You tapped 2 red, it used 2 red. So if you wanted to do this, you would tap a red and something else, use it. A red and something else, use it. A red and something else, use it. That would be the order of operations there. This is fine. He's going to take a big hit here. We're going to get another card. Hopefully we can do something with that card.
I lost us this game. Also, this is creature spell.
What? Yeah, well, we couldn't use it for that, so it's fine.
So we wouldn't have been able to pump to 8 anyway.
Yeah. What is it? Snakeskin Veil? Does Snakeskin Veil give indestructible?
Hexproof.
No, it's just hexproof. Okay. All right.
Oh, man.
We're not tapping, so no. Don't do that.
We don't want to tap this. No.
We will probably block with the teamer.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to.
Let's wait and see how much he gets. He's immobilized 2. What's the pack beast do? Is it just draw a card when it comes in?
Draw a card and, 4/3.
That's it.
I think we want to kill this.
So he has 3 mobilized tokens plus, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not 12. He has to do something else first. But yeah, we'll block the 4/4 this time. Whenever he feels like letting you do that. This is totally fine.
I think it's okay, unless he's got some sort of trick up his sleeve here. He left all his mana untapped.
That's fine. You usually want to play your stuff after anyway, right?
Indestructible.
Who cares? It doesn't give his guy a bunch of damage to kill us. That's all we care about. Because he's dead again. He's again dead on board next turn. We just attack with the Stormshriek and do nothing, and he dies.
It's 2/0. First strike.
So hold on. What mana does this give him? Or what damage does this give it, right? So that's 3,
3,
7, 8, 9, 10. What's I counted wrong?
Okay.
So resolve.
Oh boy.
It's still doing the same thing. None of this is news to you. Yep. Cool.
All right. Keep me from screwing it up.
Just attack. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything here. You can just attack. He only has 3 health. And yes, if you want to use the pump ability, tap the lands. Don't cast that preemptively. Yeah. Don't overthink it, man. Just kill him. You don't have
I
to.
overthought it and then ended up screwing up the.
Well, we were wrong in our overthinking anyway, because we weren't going to ever be able to do it. We were 1 mana short every time.
Yeah.
So, that was our bad, not as the professor would say. Reading the card explains the card. And we did not read the card carefully.
Not carefully enough, yeah.
Not carefully enough.
Where's the break even on this thing?
Higher than this. What is, I mean, how much, what's the gold to gem conversion, I think is what you're asking, right?
Yeah.
Gems are, I forget what the exact conversion is here. I think it's like 4 or 5. What's
Okay.
5 again? Go back. 5 is 650 and 4 is 450.
We spent 5,000 gold.
Yes. In terms of like real money, 750 gems is $5. So you're under $5 at 5 wins. You're more than $5 at 6 wins, and that's ignoring the cost of the pack.
That's rough, dude.
Look, quick draft is not the thing that you do for like making hell of gems.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's best about quick draft is that you can sit and look at your cards and think about it. Like that's the number one thing. But number 2 is that you're getting these packs guaranteed, right? So really, you only need to get like 4,000 gems worth. And if you hover over the things, that all of them have some ability to get a bonus pack sometimes.
Oh, right.
And the percentage of that goes up as you. So I think really you want to be at 4 or 5 to really come out winning. But I think if you can end up in 3, 4, or 5 most of the time, you're probably doing all right in your life.
Okay. I saved a little surprise for you.
Oh. Whoa, we got packs.
We can open 20 packs to end this quote unquote stream.
That'd be fun.
All right. Open 10 at a time.
That's what I would do because it takes so long if you don't.
Waiting for server. Oh, I got an achievement for doing that.
For opening 10?
Bro. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Okay. Perennination. Call of the Spirit Dragon.
That's a bad card.
It's so bad.
Here's Rock Curse Rakshasa is cool. That's a cool card. 5/5.
Yeah. 5/5 for 2.
5/5 Decayed means it dies after you attack with it for the first time, but dude, 5/5 for 2.
5/5 for 2. Yeah, and renew.
It can't block, but like, who cares? So.
Yeah. You can decay everyone else's creatures from the graveyard. Siege.
These sieges are weird. Not bad.
Some kind of dragon.
The omen on that is pretty decent. Flamehold Grappler is really cool. You should look at that card.
When this creature enters, copy the next spell you cast this turn. When you cast it, you may choose new targets. That's really good.
Yeah. So it's like 3 mana, and then you cast another spell after it. And then you get 2 copies of that spell. Like,
that's really
sweet.
Good.
Like and it doesn't have a mana restriction either, so you could cast like a 7 mana spell next and then copy it. You have to have the mana for all that. All right, so we want to talk about Corey Steelcutter. This is the best card out of the set.
It is not. Really?
Yep.
Equipped creature gets one.
Maybe that's
1/1 trample haste flurry. Cast get a 1/1 monk with prowess attached to this equipment to it.
This is the backbone of the strongest deck in Standard right now.
Oh. Just do this and a bunch of goblins?
No. Do you remember all the mice that suck?
Yeah.
Hey, what looks really good attached to those things that all have prowess?
Daggers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Card's really good and really annoying. Meringue River Regent. It never came up during the draft, but this card is also like on the level of Elspeth, a take. Like it's extremely, extremely good.
It'd be nice if it had come up in the draft.
Yeah.
See if there's anything worth talking about in any of this. I don't think so.
Nah. Glacial Dragon Hunt's a really good card in draft also. You would have taken that if we'd seen it.
Draw a card, discard a non-land card, deal 3 damage. Yeah, I would have taken that auto pick.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we're just in the comments here. All right. Lands? There's no lands we're talking about in this set, right? That aren't rare.
The rare lands are worth talking about, but not these ones.
All right, open 10. Here we go.
The common lands are never worth talking about. You only ever see them in draft because they're useless.
Whoa, we got some. We got a lot of stuff there. Oh no, maybe we should open the mythics last.
Sure.
Dragonologist.
Yeah, so here's one of the rare lands. Not the
bad.
Yeah, you know, if you're doing this thing, I guess it might be okay. But yeah, you probably don't want that.
Yeah. Rediscover the Way. Saga. Okay.
Wild card. Not going to complain.
Bad cards.
That Dalcoven encampment is fun if you're doing the mobilized stuff. But yeah, it's not good. It's one of those you would not play it unless you were already going to do like Boros and then probably, only a couple of it.
Which one of these is Elspeth, JJ?
I don't know, Andy. Not that one.
Not that one. Delve? What is the Delve?
Delve is a generally very broken mechanic that says you exile cards from your graveyard when you cast a spell to pay 1 colorless for a spell.
Wow.
That mechanic is insanely broken because it's really easy to fill up your graveyard and then cast spells that should be like 9 mana for 1.
Okay.
But you have to play this 5-cost dragon first, which makes it not as good.
You can cheat out a dragon pretty easily if you want to.
Yeah, but like only then to cheat out something else with Delve, right? Like if that's you just cheat out the first thing and don't bother with the dragon.
Right, sure. No.
So it is.
More monks. Man, am I going to have to craft that dumb Elspeth card for that deck?
How many mythics do you have in your little thing?
Let's see. There's 6?
6? You got mythics. Mythics are the easier to come by. Anyway, open all these golden packs first because you still might.
No, I'm holding those gold packs because I think they pull from all the sets that are in rotation.
They open. I believe it's all, standard sets. I think.
So I'm gonna hold off until Final Fantasy.
Okay, that's not that's fine. The one important thing to remember about the golden packs is the reason golden packs exist is because the expected value of buying a pack with gold in the store is so much worse than using that gold to draft.
Yeah.
And the golden packs are the thing that balance that out.
Okay.
Or make it closer to balanced. So just FYI, you're delaying all of your good stuff basically because the golden packs are all rares.
Right. I'm going to delay my good stuff for Final Fantasy.
Okay. Which, to be clear, you will then get a bunch of non-Final Fantasy stuff out of these because they pull from all the sets, and
so
that's just how it works. You just don't know, right?
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, you'll probably get some Final Fantasy stuff because again,
it's 5 packs worth of rares is not going to change my life.
No, and it's only 5 in each one too, so it's a lot less than a normal full pack.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's that for today. Alt F9 recording saved. Thanks, JJ.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I have work to do.
All right. Well, I got to do some chores here and then go do some errands. So it's all there, man.
Too bad the deck wasn't as good.
Yeah, it's how life goes, You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. That's the up and the downs.
The nature of draft, right?
Yeah.